What if your life could feel lighter, your days brighter, and your steps filled with strength, no matter the challenges ahead? What if exhaustion became a memory, and every sunrise felt like a fresh invitation to thrive? These aren't empty promises. They are possibilities within your reach. Deep inside, you already hold the key to unshakable vitality. It's not locked away in some hidden vault, but lies waiting in your mind, ready to be awakened. The world often teaches us that energy is purely physical. We hear advice like, get more sleep, eat the right foods, or exercise daily. While these are important, they only scratch the surface. Energy isn't just a matter of fueling the body, it's a symphony of the mind, heart, and spirit working in harmony. A calm, focused mind can carry you through challenges that would otherwise feel impossible. A heart that finds joy in simple moments can sustain you through the toughest storms. True energy is a current flowing through every part of your being, and when tapped into, it becomes inexhaustible. Think about the last time you felt truly alive, not just awake, but vibrant. Maybe it was during a quiet moment where everything felt in its place, or when you faced a challenge and realized just how strong you were. That vitality wasn't random. It was your natural state, one we often lose sight of in the rush of daily life. Stress, distractions, and negative thoughts often weigh us down like invisible anchors. Every worry steals a little strength. Every fear takes another step away from peace. Over time, these habits deplete us, leaving us tired even before the day begins. But here's the truth. You don't need to carry this burden anymore. There's a way to reclaim your power, to shift your energy back to where it belongs, not scattered across worries and doubts, but centered, steady, and strong. Ancient Buddhist wisdom offers us a guiding light in this journey. It teaches that the mind, far from being a fixed entity, is like water, ever-changing, adaptable, and capable of becoming a powerful force when directed with care. This perspective isn't reserved for monks in temples, it's for everyone. Right now, wherever you are, you can begin to reprogram your mind to work with you rather than against you. You might have heard phrases like mind over matter, but this isn't about willpower alone. It's about learning how to gently steer your thoughts, release what drains you, and cultivate habits that recharge your inner strength. With patience and practice, this transformation doesn't just improve your day, it changes your life. Take a moment to reflect. How often do you feel truly present? Most of us are caught in a whirlwind of thoughts, replaying past mistakes, fearing future outcomes, or chasing goals that may not even align with our deepest values. This mental tug-of-war drains more energy than we realize. It's like trying to pour from a cup with holes in it. No matter how much you fill, it quickly leaks out. But what if you could mend those holes and feel the fullness of life in every moment? That's the promise of mindful living. Mindfulness isn't about sitting in silence for hours or becoming detached from the world. It's about embracing each moment fully, whether you're working, resting, or connecting with loved ones. When you ground yourself in the present, you stop feeding the endless cycle of worry and regret. You reclaim energy that was once lost and channel it into what truly matters. This isn't just philosophy, it's proven by modern science. Studies show that mindfulness can lower stress, increase focus, and even improve physical health. But beyond the science, the real power lies in how it feels. There's a quiet joy in living without the constant noise of overthinking, a joy that fuels you from within. Another profound shift comes from letting go of what no longer serves you. Think of all the emotional baggage we carry, resentments, grudges, and attachments to outcomes we can't control. These weigh us down more than we realize. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means making space. Space for peace, for freedom, for energy to flow unhindered. Buddhist teachings remind us that clinging creates suffering, while release brings relief. When you stop gripping so tightly onto expectations and learn to trust in life's natural rhythms, you free yourself from the endless tug-of-war with reality. In that freedom, energy flourishes. Gratitude also plays a transformative role. How often do we rush through our days, overlooking the small miracles around us? A kind word from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight, or even the breath that sustains us. All these are treasures waiting to be noticed. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. It's a practice that doesn't just warm your heart, but strengthens your spirit. With gratitude, every moment becomes a source of renewal. Equally important is how you respond to challenges. Life will never be free from obstacles, but how you face them defines your energy. A calm, centered mind doesn't crumble under pressure. It adapts, finds solutions, and moves forward. Buddhist wisdom teaches equanimity, the ability to remain steady in the face of both joy and sorrow. It's not about being emotionless, but about holding your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This inner balance is like a reservoir of strength, one that ensures you never run dry. Breathing, too, holds a secret power many overlook. Each breath is an opportunity to reset. When stress rises or fatigue sets in, a few moments of focused breathing can calm the storm within. Buddhist breathing practices aren't complicated, but their effects are profound. They center your mind, relax your body, and restore your vitality, all in a matter of moments. And then there's the art of purpose, living each day with intention. Energy flows where meaning resides. When your actions align with your values, life feels lighter and more fulfilling. This doesn't mean every moment needs to be extraordinary. Even small, meaningful actions can bring immense satisfaction. Whether it's helping someone in need, pursuing a passion, or simply taking care of yourself, purpose fuels the fire within. This journey isn't about perfection. It's not a race to become someone else or achieve some idealized version of yourself. It's about returning to the core of who you are, a being of immense potential, capable of enduring peace and boundless energy. Every small step counts, and every moment of effort brings you closer to a life of vitality. So, where do you start? You start here, now, with the understanding that energy is not something you chase, but something you cultivate. It's a practice, a mindset, and a way of being that grows with time and care. Each chapter ahead will guide you deeper into these principles, offering practical tools and insights rooted in both ancient wisdom and modern understanding. Let this be the turning point where you stop feeling at the mercy of life's demands and start living with clarity, strength, and purpose. The path to inexhaustible energy is one of awareness, simplicity, and deliberate action. Step by step, thought by thought, you can transform your mind into a wellspring of vitality. The journey begins now. Let's walk it together. The subconscious mind is the quiet architect of your life. Without saying a word, it influences how you feel, think, and act, shaping your reality in ways you might not even notice. Beneath the surface, it silently runs patterns, habits, and beliefs you've collected over the years. These unseen scripts determine how much energy you wake up with, how you handle challenges, and whether you thrive or simply endure. If your life feels weighed down by fatigue or endless struggles, the root might lie in the programming your subconscious follows. This isn't just abstract theory. The subconscious holds extraordinary power. It controls your heartbeat, your breath, and even the countless automatic thoughts that pass through your mind daily. Yet, most of us let this powerhouse run unchecked, repeating old patterns that drain energy and limit growth. Reprogramming your subconscious isn't just about changing your thoughts. It's about transforming your entire relationship with life. Start by recognizing the influence of your subconscious. Every time you react to stress, make a choice or form a habit, the subconscious is at work. It's like a recording studio that plays tracks you might not have chosen. These tracks could be empowering, or they could be draining. For instance, if you've internalized a belief that life is a constant struggle, your subconscious will guide your actions to reinforce that view, creating exhaustion and frustration. But if you replace that belief with one rooted in ease and flow, your energy can dramatically shift. The first step to reshaping your subconscious is awareness. Pay attention to your automatic responses and thought patterns. For example, when faced with a challenge, notice if you instinctively think, "I can't do this," or "This is too much." These thoughts are clues to the deeper programming at play. Start questioning them. Is that belief serving you, or is it holding you back? By observing without judgment, you begin to create space for change. Meditation is one of the most effective tools for accessing and reprogramming the subconscious. In a meditative state, your mind becomes more receptive to new ideas, much like a fertile garden ready for planting. Buddhist meditation techniques, such as focusing on the breath or repeating affirmations, allow you to gently overwrite old patterns. When you enter this calm, focused state, you're not just relaxing, you're reshaping the core of your mind. Affirmations are another powerful tool. These are not empty words, but deliberate seeds planted in your subconscious. Choose phrases that align with the energy and vitality you want to cultivate. Instead of saying, "I'm so tired," replace it with, "I am energized and capable." The subconscious responds to repetition, so speak these affirmations with intention daily. Over time, they become your default script, reshaping your reality from within. Visualization works hand in hand with affirmations. When you vividly picture yourself embodying energy, strength, and resilience, your subconscious begins to accept this as truth. Close your eyes and create a detailed mental image of yourself thriving. What does it feel like to move through life with ease? Engage all your senses in this practice. Feel the lightness in your steps, the clarity in your mind, and the joy in your heart. Visualization isn't just a mental exercise, it's a way to rewire your brain for vitality. Another vital aspect of subconscious reprogramming is identifying and letting go of limiting beliefs. These are the silent barriers that sap energy and block progress. They might sound like, "I'm too old to change," "I'll always struggle with this," or "Success is for others, not me." These beliefs often stem from past experiences or societal conditioning. Start by questioning their validity. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? More often than not, you'll find they are just stories you've been telling yourself. Journaling can help uncover these hidden beliefs. Write down your thoughts and feelings without censoring them. As you review your entries, patterns will emerge. You might notice recurring fears, doubts, or assumptions that don't serve you. Once identified, challenge these beliefs and replace them with empowering alternatives. For example, instead of "I'm not good enough," write, I am constantly growing and improving. Sleep is another gateway to the subconscious. During sleep, your brain enters states that are highly receptive to new programming. Use this to your advantage by listening to guided meditations or affirmations as you drift off. These messages bypass the conscious mind and go straight to the subconscious, where they can begin to reshape your inner landscape. The people and environments you surround yourself with also influence your subconscious. Negative energy from toxic relationships or draining spaces can reinforce limiting beliefs and drain your vitality. Take a close look at your surroundings. Are they supporting your growth or hindering it? Surround yourself with positive influences, people who uplift you, spaces that inspire calm and creativity, and experiences that nurture your soul. Your subconscious absorbs these signals and uses them to shape your internal world. Consistency is key to reprogramming. Just as habits are built through repetition, so is the reconditioning of your subconscious. Commit to daily practices, whether it's meditation, affirmations, or visualization. Small, consistent efforts compound over time, creating profound changes in how you think, feel, and act. Your body and mind are deeply connected, so physical practices can also aid in reprogramming the subconscious. Movement, whether it's yoga, tai chi, or even a daily walk, helps release stored tension and energy blockages. When your body feels aligned and energized, it sends signals to your subconscious that life is in balance. Gratitude is a simple yet transformative practice that rewires the subconscious for positivity. When you focus on what's going well in your life, you train your mind to seek more of it. This isn't about ignoring challenges, but about creating a mindset that fuels resilience and joy. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge the good, whether it's a kind gesture, a small victory, or the beauty of nature. The subconscious thrives on these uplifting inputs. Music and sound can also play a role in subconscious reprogramming. Certain frequencies and tones are known to promote relaxation, focus, and emotional release. Listening to calming music or sounds of nature while meditating or working can create a supportive environment for positive change. These auditory experiences help quiet the noise of negative thoughts, allowing the subconscious to absorb new patterns more easily. It's essential to approach this journey with patience and self-compassion. The subconscious isn't reprogrammed overnight, just as a garden doesn't bloom the moment seeds are planted. Trust the process and celebrate small shifts along the way. Each step you take brings you closer to a life fueled by vitality and purpose. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that the mind is both the source of suffering and the path to liberation. By reprogramming your subconscious, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're transforming the way you experience life. This isn't about escaping reality, but about engaging with it more fully, with clarity, strength, and an unwavering sense of energy. As you continue this journey, remember that the power to create change lies within you. The tools are simple, but their impact is profound. Your subconscious mind is ready to be your greatest ally. With consistent practice and a heart open to growth, you can unlock the boundless energy that has always been yours to claim. The mind is not static. It is a living, dynamic system, constantly evolving and adapting. This truth offers immense hope because it means that no matter how deeply ingrained certain patterns may feel, they are not permanent. The concept of neuroplasticity reveals that your brain is capable of rewiring itself, forming new pathways that can break cycles of fatigue, anxiety, and limitation. With deliberate effort, you can direct this natural adaptability to transform your energy, focus, and resilience. Neuroplasticity is the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This is how you learn to walk, speak, and adapt to new environments. It's also how you can unlearn habits that drain your energy and replace them with those that energize and empower you. When you understand the mechanisms of neuroplasticity, you realize that every thought, action, and experience leaves a footprint on your brain, shaping its structure and function. Start by considering how habits take root in the brain. Repeated actions and thoughts create neural pathways, like well-trodden trails in a forest. The more you use a pathway, the deeper and more automatic it becomes. This is why certain habits feel effortless, even when they're unproductive. Over time, these well-worn paths dominate your mental landscape, guiding your behavior without your conscious input. Breaking free from energy-draining habits requires creating new pathways while allowing old ones to fade. This process begins with awareness. Pay attention to the habits and thought patterns that deplete you. For instance, constantly checking your phone, procrastinating, or engaging in negative self-talk may feel automatic, but they are choices driven by established pathways. Recognizing these triggers gives you the power to interrupt the cycle. The key to rewiring is repetition. Each time you consciously choose a new behavior, you strengthen a new pathway. For example, instead of reaching for your phone first thing in the morning, spend a moment in silence or gratitude. Initially, this may feel unnatural because the old pathway is still dominant. However, with consistent practice, the new behavior becomes easier, eventually replacing the old habit as your brain rewires itself. Another powerful tool in harnessing neuroplasticity is mindfulness. When you bring full attention to your actions and thoughts, you activate parts of the brain responsible for higher-order thinking and emotional regulation. This awareness interrupts automatic reactions, giving you the space to choose differently. For instance, instead of reacting to stress with frustration, you can pause, take a deep breath, and approach the situation calmly. Each time you do this, you reinforce a new neural pathway for resilience. Learning new skills is another way to engage neuroplasticity for mental renewal. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, learning a language, or trying a new hobby, these activities challenge your brain to form fresh connections. This not only enhances cognitive flexibility, but also boosts your overall energy levels by engaging your mind in stimulating, rewarding tasks. Physical movement is closely tied to neuroplasticity. Activities like yoga, dancing, or tai chi not only improve your physical health, but also stimulate the brain's ability to adapt and grow. Exercise increases the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the growth of new neurons and strengthens existing connections. By staying active, you create a fertile environment for mental renewal. Diet and sleep also play crucial roles in supporting neuroplasticity. The brain consumes a significant amount of energy, and it thrives on nutrient-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. These foods provide the fuel needed for optimal brain function. Sleep, on the other hand, is when the brain consolidates new information and clears out toxins. Prioritizing rest ensures that your efforts to rewire your mind are supported by a healthy foundation. Social interactions are another avenue for engaging neuroplasticity. Meaningful conversations and connections stimulate the brain, encouraging it to adapt and grow. Sharing ideas, exploring new perspectives, and collaborating with others, challenge your mental patterns and encourage flexibility. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth, as their influence can shape your brain in positive ways. Visualization can also aid in the process of rewiring your brain. When you vividly picture yourself embodying a new habit or behavior, your brain activates as though you were actually performing the task. This practice primes your neural pathways for change, making it easier to follow through in real life. For example, if you're working on building confidence, regularly visualize yourself speaking or acting with self-assurance. Over time, this mental rehearsal strengthens the pathways needed to make that behavior natural. One of the most significant aspects of neuroplasticity is its emphasis on intentionality. The brain is always changing, but without conscious direction, it may reinforce patterns that don't serve you. By setting clear intentions for how you want to think, feel, and act, you guide this natural adaptability toward positive outcomes. Write down your intentions and review them daily to keep your focus sharp. Practicing gratitude can amplify the effects of neuroplasticity by shifting your focus toward positive experiences. When you regularly reflect on what you're thankful for, you train your brain to seek out and amplify positive stimuli. This not only improves your mood, but also strengthens pathways associated with optimism and resilience, creating a self-sustaining cycle of growth. Challenging your comfort zones is another way to promote mental renewal. When you face new challenges, your brain is forced to adapt, forming new connections in the process. This might mean stepping into unfamiliar situations, tackling tasks you've avoided, or engaging in thought-provoking conversations. Each time you stretch beyond your current limits, you expand your brain's capacity for growth and energy. The practice of self-compassion is essential in this journey. Rewiring the brain is a process, and setbacks are part of the learning curve. Instead of criticizing yourself for slipping into old habits, acknowledge your effort and refocus on your goals. Self-compassion reduces stress and promotes a positive mindset, both of which support neuroplasticity. Another overlooked aspect of neuroplasticity is the role of storytelling. The way you narrate your experiences shapes your brain's interpretation of events. If you frame challenges as opportunities for growth, your brain reinforces pathways of resilience and empowerment. Conversely, if you view setbacks as failures, you strengthen pathways of self-doubt. Practice reframing negative experiences by asking, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can this make me stronger?" Exposure to nature is a simple yet profound way to support neuroplasticity. Time spent in green spaces has been shown to reduce stress, improve focus, and boost creativity. These benefits create an ideal environment for your brain to adapt and grow. Whether it's a walk in the park, gardening, or simply sitting under a tree, nature offers a gentle reset for your mind. As you work to rewire your brain, consistency is crucial. Sporadic efforts yield limited results, while regular practice creates lasting change. Set aside time each day to engage in activities that challenge, inspire, and energize your mind. Over weeks and months, you'll notice subtle shifts that build into profound transformations. Neuroplasticity also teaches us the importance of resilience. Challenges and failures are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. Each struggle is an opportunity for your brain to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Embrace setbacks as part of the process and let them fuel your determination to keep moving forward. By actively engaging with neuroplasticity, you become the architect of your mental landscape. The patterns you choose to cultivate today will shape your energy, focus, and resilience tomorrow. Through awareness, intentionality, and consistent practice, you can break free from old cycles and create a life of vitality and growth. This is the path to mental renewal, one of conscious effort, boundless potential, and lasting transformation. The mind is like a beam of light. When scattered, its power weakens, but when focused, it can cut through any obstacle. Attention is the gateway to your energy, your vitality, and your ability to thrive. It determines how you spend each moment, shapes your experiences, and even influences your physical well-being. When attention is misdirected, drained by endless distractions, your energy dissipates, leaving you feeling fatigued and overwhelmed. But when you master the art of directing attention, you unlock an extraordinary reservoir of strength and clarity. Attention is not just a mental skill, it is a resource. Like water in a stream, it flows naturally but requires deliberate action to channel it effectively. Every moment of misplaced focus is a leak in your energy reserves. This is why distractions, no matter how small, feel draining. They pull you in multiple directions, leaving little for what truly matters. The good news is that attention can be trained and cultivated, creating a foundation for boundless energy and productivity. The first step in harnessing attention is understanding its nature. Attention thrives in clarity and purpose. When you lack clear intentions, your mind becomes a magnet for distractions. It jumps from thought to thought, task to task, in a cycle of restless activity. This scattered focus creates mental fatigue as your brain expends precious energy switching gears. To break this cycle, begin by setting clear goals for your attention. Whether it's a project, a conversation, or a moment of reflection, define your purpose. With purpose comes focus, and with focus comes a surge of energy. Eliminating distractions is essential for mastering attention. Distractions are like weeds in a garden. They consume space and nutrients, preventing growth. Start by identifying your most common distractions. These might include social media, endless notifications, or even internal distractions like negative thoughts. Address each one deliberately. For external distractions, create an environment that supports focus. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Designate specific times for checking your phone, and set boundaries around your work or personal time. For internal distractions, mindfulness is your most powerful ally. When stray thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently redirect your focus to the task at hand. Single tasking is another cornerstone of mastering attention. Multitasking may feel productive, but it divides your focus and drains your energy. Studies show that multitasking reduces efficiency and increases mental fatigue. Instead, commit to one task at a time. Pour your full attention into it, and you'll find that not only do you complete it more efficiently, but you also preserve your energy. Single tasking creates a rhythm of focus and completion that strengthens your mental resilience. The practice of intentional pauses can further enhance your attention. The mind, like a muscle, benefits from rest. Working endlessly without breaks leads to diminishing returns as your focus wanes and fatigue sets in. Incorporate short breaks into your routine to recharge your attention. These pauses are not moments of distraction, but opportunities to reset. Step away from your task, take a few deep breaths, or engage in a brief physical activity. When you return to your work, your focus will be sharper and your energy replenished. Flow state, a concept often associated with peak performance, is another powerful aspect of focused attention. Flow occurs when you are fully immersed in a task, losing track of time and effort as your mind and body work in harmony. Achieving flow requires a balance between challenge and skill. Choose tasks that engage your abilities without overwhelming you. Minimize interruptions and create an environment that supports deep focus. In this state, attention becomes effortless and energy flows naturally. The way you begin your day sets the tone for your attention. Morning routines that prioritize focus and mindfulness help you start with clarity and purpose. Avoid diving into emails or social media upon waking, as these activities scatter your focus before it has a chance to settle. Instead, dedicate the first part of your day to practices that center your mind, such as meditation, journaling, or setting intentions. These habits strengthen your ability to direct attention throughout the day. Energy follows attention, which means the quality of your focus directly impacts your vitality. When you focus on negative or draining thoughts, your energy diminishes. Conversely, when your attention is directed towards solutions, growth, or positivity, your energy expands. This principle can be applied to both work and personal life. In relationships, for example, focusing on appreciation and understanding strengthens connections and renews emotional energy. In problem solving, shifting your attention from obstacles to opportunities transforms challenges into fuel for growth. The practice of gratitude enhances attention by anchoring it in the present. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, creating a ripple effect of positivity. This practice doesn't just boost mood, it sharpens your focus by reducing mental noise. Start each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for. As you do this consistently, you train your mind to seek positivity, strengthening your ability to maintain attention on what truly matters. Attention also thrives in simplicity. Complexity and clutter overwhelm the mind, scattering focus and draining energy. Simplify your environment, your schedule, and your commitments. Decluttering your physical space reduces visual distractions, while streamlining your schedule minimizes decision fatigue. By focusing on fewer but more meaningful priorities, you free your attention for deeper engagement. Mindful breathing is a powerful tool for reclaiming attention. When your focus feels scattered, take a moment to connect with your breath. Slow, deliberate breaths calm the nervous system and bring your mind back to the present. This simple practice not only enhances attention, but also restores your energy. Make mindful breathing a regular part of your routine, using it as a reset button whenever distractions arise. The company you keep influences your attention and energy. Surround yourself with people who support your focus and inspire growth. Negative or demanding relationships can drain your attention, pulling you away from your goals. Seek out connections that uplift and energize you, and be intentional about how you spend your time with others. Quality over quantity ensures that your attention is spent in meaningful ways. Physical activity supports mental focus by releasing tension and improving circulation to the brain. Activities like yoga, walking, or stretching create a bridge between body and mind, grounding your attention in the present. Regular movement also enhances your ability to sustain focus during demanding tasks, as it reduces mental fatigue and sharpens clarity. Engaging with nature is another way to rejuvenate attention. Time spent outdoors, whether in a park or garden, restores mental energy and improves concentration. Nature offers a break from digital distractions and provides a calming environment that supports focus. Even a brief walk outside can refresh your mind and enhance your ability to direct attention. Attention is also influenced by the stories you tell yourself. Negative self-talk or limiting beliefs can hijack your focus, pulling you into cycles of doubt or fear. Reframe these narratives by replacing them with empowering thoughts. Instead of, "I'll never finish this," shift to, "I'm making progress, one step at a time." These subtle changes in perspective free your attention for productive action. Rituals and routines anchor attention, creating stability amid the chaos of daily life. Establishing rituals around meals, work, or relaxation signals your brain to focus on the present activity. These rituals act as guideposts, helping you transition smoothly from one task to another without losing focus. Curiosity fuels attention by engaging the mind in exploration and discovery. Approach tasks with a sense of wonder, asking questions and seeking deeper understanding. Curiosity transforms mundane activities into opportunities for learning, keeping your focus sharp and your energy high. Attention thrives when aligned with your values. Reflect on what matters most to you and ensure your actions align with these priorities. Misalignment creates tension and distraction, while alignment fosters clarity and purpose. By living in accordance with your values, you create a natural focus that sustains your energy. Training your attention is a lifelong practice, one that evolves with experience and intention. Each moment of focused attention is a step toward greater vitality and fulfillment. As you continue to refine this skill, you'll find that the distractions that once drained you lose their power, and your ability to thrive becomes limitless. Attention truly is the gateway to infinite energy, and by mastering it, you open the door to a life of clarity, purpose, and strength. Building on the insights into the power of attention, we move now into a natural extension of focus, embracing the present moment. Attention sharpens your energy, but without being anchored in the present, it risks scattering into past regrets or future anxieties. The now is where life unfolds, where strength resides, and where your energy has the opportunity to flourish. Grounding yourself in this moment is not just a practice, it is a gateway to restoration, clarity, and vitality. The present moment carries an undeniable power. While the mind often flutters between what has been and what might come, the now offers certainty, calm, and potential. It's the space where true change begins, unburdened by what cannot be altered or controlled. To embrace it fully is to reclaim the energy that is often wasted on the endless loop of what-ifs and if-onlys. Mindfulness provides a way to anchor yourself in the present. It's a deliberate choice to notice what is happening around and within you without judgment. Instead of letting your thoughts race or clinging to emotions, mindfulness allows you to observe them and let them pass. This practice prevents mental fatigue and creates a sense of spaciousness, leaving room for calm and renewed energy. The breath is an ever-present anchor to the now. Unlike thoughts, which can scatter in every direction, your breath is always in the present. Focusing on its natural rhythm draws your attention away from distractions and back into your body. Deep, intentional breathing also calms your nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and creates a physiological state that supports energy renewal. Engaging your senses deepens your connection to the present. The sensation of sunlight on your skin, the sound of birdsong, or the texture of the ground beneath your feet brings your awareness back to what is real and immediate. These sensory details not only enhance mindfulness, but also bring a quiet joy that recharges your spirit. Judgment is one of the greatest barriers to mindfulness. The mind is quick to label experiences as good or bad, creating unnecessary resistance. Letting go of these judgments frees your energy. Instead of mentally wrestling with what is, you can accept it as part of the unfolding moment. This acceptance doesn't mean complacency, but a willingness to engage with life as it comes, allowing energy to flow unblocked. Nature provides an unparalleled environment for embracing the present. A walk through a park, sitting by a stream, or even gazing at the sky offers a reprieve from overstimulation and reconnects you with a slower, more natural rhythm. Time spent in nature reduces mental clutter and offers a calm that restores both body and mind. Gratitude is another way to ground yourself in the now. By focusing on the blessings in your life, you shift your attention away from what is lacking. Gratitude sharpens your ability to see the richness in the ordinary, transforming even small moments into sources of energy and contentment. This practice rewires your brain to notice abundance rather than scarcity, enhancing your overall vitality. Daily activities can be transformed into mindfulness practices. Eating, working, or walking can become opportunities to immerse yourself in the present. Focus on the textures, tastes, or movements involved. Avoid multitasking, which scatters attention and drains energy. Instead, engage fully in one task at a time. This deep involvement restores your energy and creates a sense of flow. Emotions often pull you away from the present, especially when they are strong or overwhelming. Mindfulness teaches you to observe emotions as they arise, acknowledge them without clinging, and let them pass like waves. This approach prevents emotional exhaustion, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Silence offers a profound way to reconnect with the present. In a world filled with constant noise and activity, moments of quiet allow your mind to rest. Silence creates a space for reflection and renewal, helping you recharge and maintain clarity. Make room for silence in your day, even if it's just a few minutes, and notice the calm it brings. The role of technology in pulling you away from the present cannot be overstated. Constant notifications and endless scrolling scatter your focus and deplete your energy. Set intentional boundaries with technology. Create moments in your day where you disconnect from screens and reconnect with the world around you. These moments of presence will replenish your vitality. Compassion is a grounding force that enhances mindfulness. When you approach yourself and others with kindness, you create an emotional environment that supports calm and energy. Acts of compassion deepen your connection to the present by fostering a sense of shared humanity. This grounding in connection restores emotional balance and strengthens resilience. Rituals provide structure for living in the now. Simple acts like lighting a candle, savoring a cup of tea, or reflecting on your intentions create touch points throughout your day that draw you back into the moment. These rituals signal your mind to pause, recalibrate, and refocus, maintaining a steady flow of energy. Movement, when approached mindfully, enhances presence and restores vitality. Activities like yoga, walking, or Tai Chi invite you to tune into your body and the space around you. This physical awareness grounds you in the now, reducing mental noise and creating a sense of harmony between mind and body. Communication offers another opportunity for mindfulness. Listen with full attention, setting aside the urge to plan your response while the other person speaks. This mindful listening deepens connections and reduces misunderstandings, conserving the energy often wasted on conflict or miscommunication. Speak with intention, ensuring your words align with your values and the moment's needs. Self-awareness is a cornerstone of embracing the present. Reflect on your thoughts, actions, and patterns without judgment. This awareness allows you to recognize when your mind has wandered and gently bring it back to the now. Journaling is a helpful tool for this process, offering a space to explore your inner world and deepen your mindfulness practice. Letting go of attachments liberates energy for the present. Clinging to specific outcomes or possessions creates tension and pulls you away from what is. Releasing these attachments doesn't mean you care less, but that you trust life's unfolding. This surrender brings peace and clarity, freeing energy once trapped in worry or striving. Celebrating progress, no matter how small, reinforces your connection to the present. Acknowledge your efforts and successes as they happen. This practice builds momentum, energizing you for the next steps, while keeping your focus on the journey rather than the distant destination. Patience is vital in the practice of mindfulness. The mind's tendency to race ahead or dwell on the past is a deeply ingrained habit. Approach this journey with gentleness, knowing that each moment of mindfulness strengthens your ability to remain present. Over time, patience becomes a source of inner strength and resilience. By embracing the present moment, you create a sanctuary for energy, clarity, and peace. This is not about escaping challenges, but about meeting them with a grounded mind and open heart. Each step toward mindfulness deepens your connection to life, allowing your energy to flow freely and your spirit to thrive in ways that ripple through every part of your being. Grounding yourself in the present moment reveals something profound. The stories you tell yourself carry immense power. These narratives shape how you see the world, how you see yourself, and ultimately, how much energy you have to live each day fully. Negative stories drain you, tethering your energy to doubt, fear, and self-imposed limits. But within every story lies the potential for transformation. When you replace harmful narratives with empowering ones, you turn these inner dialogues into sources of strength and renewal. Negative narratives often begin subtly. They take root as fleeting thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. Things never work out for me. Left unchecked, these thoughts grow into beliefs that quietly guide your decisions, your reactions, and even your relationships. They act like invisible barriers, keeping you from reaching your potential while sapping your vitality. The key to change is not suppression, but transformation, reshaping these thoughts into positive affirmations that fuel growth. Awareness is the first step in transforming your narratives. Many negative stories operate beneath your conscious awareness, disguised as automatic thoughts or deeply held beliefs. Begin by tuning into your inner dialogue. Pay attention to moments of self-doubt or frustration. What are you telling yourself in those moments? Write these thoughts down without judgment. By bringing them into the open, you can begin the process of rewriting them. Reframing is a powerful tool for transformation. Instead of seeing challenges as failures, view them as opportunities for growth. When a thought like, "I always mess up," arises, reframe it to, "I am learning and improving every day." This shift doesn't deny the difficulty, but places the focus on progress and potential. Each time you reframe a thought, you weaken the hold of the old narrative and strengthen a new, empowering one. Affirmations play a central role in replacing negative beliefs. These are not hollow words, but intentional statements that align with the life you want to create. Choose affirmations that feel authentic and grounded. For example, instead of "I am perfect," try "I am enough as I am." Repeat these affirmations daily, speaking them aloud or writing them in a journal. Over time, they become the foundation of your new inner dialogue. Visualization enhances the power of affirmations. When you pair positive statements with vivid mental images, you engage both your conscious and subconscious mind. Picture yourself living out your affirmations. If your affirmation is, "I am confident and capable," see yourself succeeding in situations that once felt intimidating. Feel the emotions associated with that success: joy, pride, peace. These sensory details deepen the impact of your affirmations, embedding them more deeply into your subconscious. Your environment also influences your narratives. Surround yourself with people, spaces, and experiences that reinforce positivity and growth. Negative influences, whether they're toxic relationships, chaotic surroundings, or draining habits, can reinforce limiting beliefs. Take deliberate steps to create an environment that supports your new narrative. This might mean seeking out mentors, decluttering your space, or immersing yourself in uplifting activities. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, transforming your narrative from one of deficiency to one of fulfillment. Each day, identify something you are thankful for, even if it's small. Gratitude rewires your brain to seek the positive, making it easier to adopt empowering narratives. When you focus on what's going well, your energy shifts from frustration to appreciation, creating momentum for further growth. Journaling provides a space to explore and reshape your narratives. Use your journal to write about limiting beliefs and their origins. Ask yourself where these beliefs came from and whether they are truly serving you. Then, rewrite those beliefs in a way that supports your goals and values. For example, replace "I'll never be good at this" with "I'm improving with every effort." Journaling not only clarifies your thoughts, but also solidifies your commitment to change. Past experiences often fuel negative narratives, especially those tied to failure or rejection. Rewriting your relationship with the past is crucial for moving forward. Instead of seeing past mistakes as proof of inadequacy, view them as valuable lessons. Reflect on what you learned and how those lessons have shaped your resilience and wisdom. By reframing the past, you free yourself from its hold and create space for new, empowering stories. Self-compassion is essential in this process. Transforming narratives is not about forcing positivity or denying pain. It's about meeting yourself with kindness and understanding. When negative thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment. Remind yourself that everyone experiences self-doubt and that you are doing the best you can. This compassionate approach creates an inner dialogue that is nurturing rather than critical, fostering growth and renewal. Mindfulness supports the transformation of narratives by bringing awareness to the present moment. When negative thoughts arise, observe them without attachment. Notice their patterns and triggers without letting them define you. This practice creates distance between you and your thoughts, allowing you to choose how to respond. With mindfulness, you can interrupt the cycle of negativity and redirect your focus toward constructive beliefs. Replacing negative narratives also requires action. Affirmations and reframing lay the groundwork, but change is solidified through consistent, intentional action. If your new narrative is, "I am capable of achieving my goals," take steps that align with that belief. Each small success reinforces your new story, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens your confidence and energy. Visualization and action go hand in hand. As you picture yourself succeeding, Take concrete steps toward that vision. Break your goals into manageable tasks and celebrate each accomplishment, no matter how small. This combination of mental imagery and physical effort accelerates the process of transformation, turning your affirmations into lived experiences. The language you use with others also shapes your inner narrative. Pay attention to how you speak about yourself in conversations. Avoid self-deprecating remarks or negative labels. Instead, speak in ways that reflect your growth and potential. For example, replace "I'm bad at this" with "I'm still learning." Your words not only influence how others see you, but also reinforce your own beliefs. Surrounding yourself with supportive influences accelerates the process of transformation. Seek out people who inspire and uplift you. Engage in communities that align with your values and aspirations. Positive connections provide encouragement and perspective, helping you stay aligned with your new narrative. These relationships also remind you that you are not alone in your journey. Daily rituals anchor your new narrative in practice. Simple routines, like morning affirmations or evening gratitude reflections, keep your focus on positivity and growth. These rituals serve as reminders of your commitment to change, creating consistency and stability in your efforts. Physical activity complements the transformation of narratives by boosting your mood and energy. Exercise releases endorphins, which counteract the effects of negative thoughts and reinforce positive ones. Activities like yoga or Tai Chi also encourage mindfulness, helping you stay present and grounded in your new beliefs. Self-awareness deepens your ability to reshape your inner dialogue. Regularly check in with yourself to assess your progress and identify lingering negative beliefs. Reflect on how your new narratives are impacting your thoughts, emotions, and actions. This ongoing awareness ensures that your transformation remains dynamic and responsive to your growth. Patience is key in this process. Changing long-held beliefs takes time and persistence. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate setbacks or moments of doubt. Each effort, no matter how small, contributes to the larger shift. Trust in the process and stay committed to your vision. As you transform your negative narratives into positive fuel, you unlock a wellspring of energy and resilience. These new stories become the foundation of your identity, guiding your thoughts, choices, and actions toward fulfillment. With every empowering belief you cultivate, you reclaim your strength, creating a life that reflects your true potential and vitality. As you transform your inner narratives and unlock the strength of empowering beliefs, a powerful tool emerges to sustain this newfound vitality: gratitude. Gratitude is more than a fleeting acknowledgement of good fortune. It is a profound shift in perspective that renews the mind and energizes the body. It redirects focus from what is missing to what is present, from lack to abundance, creating a foundation of contentment and joy. This redirection not only uplifts the spirit, but also restores the energy often drained by dissatisfaction and negativity. Gratitude begins in awareness. Much of life's beauty is overlooked in the rush of daily tasks, leaving us blind to the small moments that bring light to our days. A deliberate effort to notice these moments is the first step toward cultivating gratitude. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a stranger, or even the comfort of a familiar routine. Recognizing these moments brings them into focus, allowing their impact to resonate throughout your day. Writing is a powerful way to ground gratitude in your life. A gratitude journal helps you capture these moments, turning them into tangible reminders of what is good. Each day, reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. These can range from grand gestures to simple pleasures. Consistently practicing this reflection rewires your mind to seek positivity, gradually shifting your default state from one of longing to one of appreciation. Gratitude extends beyond individual experiences. It fosters connection. Expressing appreciation to others strengthens relationships and creates an exchange of positive energy. A heartfelt thank you, whether spoken or written, not only uplifts the recipient, but also reinforces your awareness of the support and kindness in your life. These expressions create a cycle of gratitude that deepens bonds and amplifies collective energy. In moments of difficulty, gratitude acts as a stabilizing force. Challenges often overshadow the positives, leading to frustration and exhaustion. Shifting focus to what remains steady, even in the face of adversity, restores perspective. Gratitude doesn't deny the presence of hardship, but reminds you of the strength and resources still within your reach. This practice cultivates resilience, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Nature is an abundant source of gratitude. Spending time outdoors invites you to marvel at the intricate beauty of the natural world, from the patterns of leaves to the vastness of the sky. This sense of wonder replenishes your energy, grounding you in the present and offering a reminder of life's interconnectedness. A walk in a park, tending to a garden, or simply observing the changing seasons can reignite a sense of appreciation for the world around you. Mindful breathing pairs seamlessly with gratitude. Taking a moment to focus on your breath while reflecting on something you're thankful for creates a powerful synergy. Each inhale invites awareness, and each exhale releases tension. This practice anchors your gratitude in the body, making it a physical as well as mental experience. Gratitude is a practice, not just a feeling. By weaving it into your daily routines, it becomes a natural part of your mindset. Begin and end your day with gratitude. In the morning, set an intention to notice what brings joy or comfort. At night, reflect on moments that made your day brighter. These bookends create a rhythm of appreciation that carries through your waking hours. Even during mundane tasks, gratitude can be a guiding presence. Washing dishes can become a moment to appreciate the meal just enjoyed. Folding laundry might remind you of the comfort of clean clothes. These reframes transform chores into acts of mindfulness and appreciation, preserving energy rather than depleting it. Gratitude also supports physical health, strengthening the connection between mind and body. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, better sleep, and improved heart health. These benefits arise from the calming effect gratitude has on the nervous system, reducing the body's stress response and creating a state of balance. Sharing gratitude in groups magnifies its effect. Whether with family, friends, or colleagues, taking time to collectively express appreciation fosters a shared sense of positivity. This can be as simple as sharing something you're grateful for during a meal or starting a meeting with a moment of acknowledgement. These practices build community and spread the energy of gratitude beyond yourself. Forgiveness is a deeper layer of gratitude. Letting go of resentment or past grievances creates space for appreciation to grow. Holding on to negativity weighs heavily on the mind and body, but releasing it allows gratitude to take root. This doesn't mean excusing harm, but choosing not to let it define your perspective. Gratitude for the lessons learned or the strength gained from a difficult experience can be transformative. Perspective shifts are essential for deepening gratitude. Often, blessings are taken for granted because they are so familiar. Taking a moment to consider life without these comforts highlights their value. This could be as simple as appreciating the ability to walk, the taste of a favorite meal, or the companionship of a loved one. These reflections recalibrate your awareness, making what once felt ordinary seem extraordinary. Gratitude also enhances creativity. By focusing on abundance, your mind opens to possibilities rather than limitations. This mindset encourages problem-solving and innovation as you approach challenges with curiosity instead of defeat. Gratitude fosters a sense of flow, where ideas and energy align effortlessly. Acts of service bring gratitude to life. Helping others not only benefits them, but also deepens your appreciation for your own circumstances. Volunteering, offering support, or simply lending a listening ear are acts that connect you to the larger world and remind you of the power of kindness. These actions create a ripple effect, spreading gratitude and energy outward. Gratitude amplifies itself through repetition. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes to notice and appreciate life's gifts. This cumulative effect builds resilience and fosters a sustained sense of well-being. Even on challenging days, the habit of gratitude acts as a lifeline, pulling you back to a place of balance. Maintaining gratitude requires awareness of its opposites, complaining and comparison. While it's natural to voice frustrations, dwelling on them diminishes your energy. Similarly, comparing your life to others fosters dissatisfaction. Counter these tendencies by focusing on your unique journey and the progress you've made. Gratitude shifts the lens, allowing you to see your life with clarity and acceptance. Your environment shapes your gratitude practice. Surrounding yourself with reminders of what you cherish can reinforce appreciation. Photos, mementos, or even a gratitude jar filled with notes of thanks create visual cues that draw your focus back to what matters. These touchpoints serve as anchors, keeping you connected to gratitude throughout the day. Rest is another avenue for gratitude. Taking time to recharge, whether through sleep, meditation, or quiet reflection, honors your body's needs. Gratitude for the opportunity to rest and the renewal it brings deepens your connection to yourself and your energy. Celebration, even of small victories, reinforces gratitude. Acknowledging milestones, no matter how modest, creates a sense of achievement and joy. These moments of recognition fuel motivation and sustain your energy for future endeavors. Gratitude is not static. It evolves as your perspective shifts. The more you practice, the deeper and broader your appreciation becomes. It moves from fleeting moments to a way of being, infusing every aspect of your life with positivity and renewal. As you cultivate gratitude, you create a reservoir of energy that sustains you through life's ups and downs. This practice not only enriches your own experience, but also radiates outward, uplifting those around you. Gratitude is both a gift and a choice, one that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, leaving you grounded, energized, and ready to embrace the fullness of life. Gratitude creates a foundation of stability and positivity, but to sustain that foundation, emotional equanimity is essential. Emotions are powerful forces that shape your thoughts, decisions, and energy levels. When left unchecked, emotional highs and lows can become exhausting cycles, draining vitality and leaving you unbalanced. Emotional equanimity, the ability to remain steady and composed amidst life's fluctuations, is not about suppressing feelings, but learning to flow with them, creating space for peace and resilience. The first step to cultivating emotional equanimity is awareness. Emotions often arise suddenly, catching you off guard and dictating your reactions. Developing an ability to pause and recognize what you're feeling is transformative. This pause creates a moment of clarity, allowing you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Whether it's anger, fear, or excitement, simply labeling the emotion gives you a sense of control, reducing its intensity. Detachment is a cornerstone of equanimity. It doesn't mean becoming indifferent or unemotional, but learning not to cling to feelings as permanent truths. Emotions are temporary. They rise, peak, and fade. When you hold onto them tightly, whether joy or sadness, they start to define you, creating a roller coaster effect. By acknowledging emotions without identifying with them, you free yourself from their grip. Instead of saying, "I am angry," try, "I feel anger." This subtle shift reminds you that emotions are experiences, not your identity. Breathwork is a practical tool for grounding yourself in moments of emotional turbulence. The breath serves as a constant anchor, connecting you to the present. When emotions threaten to overwhelm, slowing and deepening your breathing calms the nervous system and brings balance. Techniques like box breathing or alternate nostril breathing not only reduce stress, but also create a sense of steadiness, allowing you to navigate emotional waves with poise. Mindfulness complements this process by encouraging you to observe your emotions without judgment. Instead of labeling feelings as good or bad, approach them with curiosity. What triggered the emotion? What does it feel like in your body? This practice creates a space between you and the emotion, preventing it from taking over. As you observe, you may notice patterns, certain situations or thoughts that repeatedly evoke strong feelings. Awareness of these triggers is the first step toward breaking their hold. Resilience is deeply connected to equanimity. Life is filled with challenges, and emotional equilibrium helps you face them without becoming overwhelmed. Building resilience involves accepting that difficulties are part of the human experience and trusting your ability to navigate them. Each time you recover from a setback, you strengthen your emotional balance, creating a reserve of inner strength to draw upon in the future. Letting go of perfectionism fosters emotional stability. The need for everything to be just right creates unnecessary stress and disappointment. By embracing imperfection, you reduce the pressure to control every outcome, allowing yourself to adapt with ease. This flexibility enhances your ability to maintain composure, even when things don't go as planned. Empathy and compassion also play a vital role in cultivating equanimity. When you approach others with understanding, you shift your focus from judgment to connection. This outward perspective lightens the emotional load, helping you avoid becoming entangled in conflicts or misunderstandings. Self-compassion is equally important, reminding you to treat yourself with kindness and patience as you navigate emotional challenges. Rituals and routines create a sense of stability that supports equanimity. Consistent practices like meditation, journaling, or evening reflection provide a framework for processing emotions and restoring balance. These moments of stillness act as touchstones, helping you return to a place of calm whenever emotions become overwhelming. Physical activity is another anchor for emotional equanimity. Exercise releases endorphins, which counteract stress hormones and improve mood. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or walking combine movement with mindfulness, grounding you in the present and fostering a sense of harmony. Regular physical activity also enhances your overall energy levels, providing a solid foundation for emotional resilience. Nutrition plays a subtle but significant role in emotional stability. The food you eat influences your mood and energy. Consuming a balanced diet rich in whole foods, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates supports brain health and emotional regulation. Staying hydrated and avoiding excessive caffeine or sugar further minimizes mood swings, helping you maintain equilibrium. Sleep is essential for emotional balance. Lack of rest amplifies negative emotions and reduces your ability to manage stress. Prioritize quality sleep by creating a calming bedtime routine, minimizing screen time before bed, and ensuring your sleeping environment is conducive to rest. A well-rested mind is better equipped to handle emotional highs and lows with grace. Perspective shifts are key to emotional equanimity. When faced with a challenging situation, stepping back to view it from a broader angle can diffuse its intensity. Ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? Or, what can I learn from this experience? These questions transform immediate frustrations into opportunities for growth, allowing you to approach them with a calm and constructive mindset. Detoxing from emotional clutter helps maintain balance. This includes setting boundaries with people or situations that consistently drain your energy, learning to say no when necessary, and creating space for what truly matters prevents emotional exhaustion. Surrounding yourself with supportive, uplifting influences strengthens your emotional foundation. Gratitude remains a powerful practice in maintaining equanimity. By focusing on what you appreciate, even in the midst of challenges, you shift your attention away from what's lacking. Gratitude creates a sense of abundance and stability, fostering resilience and emotional strength. Daily reflections on gratitude keep you grounded, even when life feels chaotic. Forgiveness is a liberating act that restores emotional balance. Holding on to resentment or anger ties you to the past, draining your energy and clouding your perspective. Choosing to forgive, whether it's yourself or someone else, releases this burden, creating space for peace and renewal. Forgiveness doesn't excuse harm, but frees you from its emotional weight. Engaging with nature reinforces emotional equilibrium. The rhythm of the natural world offers a soothing counterpoint to life's turbulence. Whether walking through a forest, listening to waves, or simply sitting under a tree, these moments of connection to nature restore calm and clarity, helping you return to your center. Communication also contributes to equanimity. Expressing your emotions constructively prevents them from building up and becoming overwhelming. When you communicate openly and honestly, you clear misunderstandings and strengthen relationships, reducing emotional friction. Listening actively to others fosters empathy and creates a space for mutual understanding. Self-reflection deepens your ability to maintain emotional balance. Regularly check in with yourself to assess how you're feeling and why. This practice helps you identify unresolved emotions or patterns that need attention. Journaling is a valuable tool for this introspection, offering a space to explore and process your thoughts and feelings. Celebrating progress, no matter how small, reinforces equanimity. Acknowledging your efforts to remain steady in the face of challenges builds confidence and resilience. These moments of recognition create positive reinforcement, encouraging you to continue cultivating emotional balance. Patience is a cornerstone of equanimity. Emotional stability doesn't happen overnight. It's a practice that requires time and consistency. Embrace the process with gentleness, allowing yourself to grow and adapt at your own pace. Each effort, no matter how small, contributes to lasting vitality. As you cultivate emotional equanimity, you create a steady foundation for navigating life's highs and lows. This balance doesn't eliminate challenges, but empowers you to face them with clarity and strength. By nurturing your inner peace, you unlock a source of vitality that sustains you through all of life's seasons, leaving you centered, energized, and ready to thrive. The ability to maintain emotional balance naturally flows into an even deeper practice: mindful breathing. While emotions ripple across the surface of your being, your breath is a steady, ever-present rhythm beneath it all. It is the bridge between body and mind, a tool so simple yet profoundly transformative. By learning to harness your breath, you unlock an immediate and accessible way to recenter yourself, calm the mind, and revitalize your energy. Breathing is not just a physical necessity. It is a gateway to clarity, focus, and restoration. The breath is the first thing we engage with at birth, and the last connection we release in life. Yet, in the chaos of daily existence, it is often taken for granted. Shallow, hurried breaths become the norm, depriving the body and mind of the full oxygenation they need to thrive. This disconnection from our natural rhythm amplifies stress, drains energy, and clouds mental clarity. Mindful breathing corrects this imbalance by inviting you to slow down, pay attention, and rediscover the innate power of your breath. Mindful breathing starts with awareness. Observing your natural breathing pattern reveals its current state. Is it shallow and fast, or deep and slow? Awareness of how you breathe in moments of tension or calm provides insight into the connection between your emotions and your breath. Simply noticing the breath, without changing it, creates a sense of grounding. This first step lays the foundation for deeper breathing practices that restore equilibrium and vitality. Deep diaphragmatic breathing is one of the simplest and most effective techniques to energize the body while calming the mind. Unlike shallow chest breathing, which often accompanies stress, diaphragmatic breathing engages the lower lungs, allowing a fuller exchange of oxygen. Place a hand on your stomach and feel it rise as you inhale deeply. This motion signals your nervous system to shift from a state of stress to one of relaxation. As oxygen levels increase, so does your energy and mental clarity. The practice of box breathing combines rhythm and structure, helping you focus your mind and steady your breath. Inhale deeply for a count of 4. Hold the breath for 4, exhale for 4, and pause for 4 before repeating. This method not only calms the nervous system, but also brings balance to your body and mind. The even rhythm of box breathing mirrors the natural cycles of life, teaching you to find stability amidst change. Alternate nostril breathing, a technique rooted in ancient practices, balances the flow of energy in your body. Close one nostril with your thumb, inhale deeply through the other, and then switch, exhaling through the opposite nostril. This alternating pattern clears mental fog, sharpens focus, and restores harmony. It's especially effective for moments when you feel overwhelmed or scattered, as it anchors your attention and encourages a sense of calm. Breath retention practices deepen your connection to the present. After a deep inhale, hold the breath for a few seconds before exhaling fully. This pause between breaths creates a moment of stillness, allowing your mind to reset. Retention practices enhance your body's oxygen efficiency while calming the chatter of your thoughts. Over time, this practice builds resilience, enabling you to approach life's challenges with greater steadiness. The breath can also be a tool for visualization. Pair each inhale with the mental image of drawing in energy, light, or calmness, and each exhale with the release of tension, negativity, or fatigue. This practice integrates the physical act of breathing with the power of your mind, creating a full-body sense of renewal. Visualization. Breathing transforms your breath into a source of both relaxation and empowerment. Fast-paced breathing techniques such as Kapalabhati or breath of fire are energizing practices that stimulate the body and invigorate the mind. These involve quick, forceful exhalations followed by passive inhalations, creating a rhythmic and rapid exchange of air. These techniques awaken your system, making them ideal for moments when you need a burst of energy or focus. However, they should be practiced with care, as they are best suited for times when you are already calm and grounded. Breathing with movement combines the benefits of mindful breathing with physical activity. Practices like yoga or Tai Chi emphasize the synchronicity of breath and motion, grounding you in the present while revitalizing your energy. As you flow through poses or movements, each inhale and exhale becomes intentional, creating a seamless connection between body and mind. This integration enhances awareness and cultivates a sense of harmony. Incorporating breath awareness into daily routines brings mindfulness to even the busiest schedules. Pausing for a few deep breaths before a meeting, during a stressful commute, or at the end of a long day resets your energy and focus. These micro moments of mindfulness accumulate, creating a foundation of calm and presence that carries through your day. Breath is a powerful ally in releasing stored tension. Stress and unresolved emotions often manifest as physical tightness, particularly in the chest, shoulders, and abdomen. Deep, intentional breathing encourages these areas to soften and relax. A simple practice of scanning your body as you breathe, identifying and releasing areas of tension, restores a sense of ease. Breathing also plays a role in enhancing focus and productivity. Before starting a task that requires concentration, take a moment for focused breathing. Inhale deeply, hold briefly, and exhale slowly, repeating several times. This practice sharpens your mind, clears distractions, and sets the stage for effective and energized work. Gratitude and breathing can be paired for a profound, calming effect. As you inhale, focus on something you're thankful for, and as you exhale, let go of any tension or worry. This combination not only grounds you in the present, but also uplifts your mood and perspective. The act of pairing gratitude with breath creates a sense of abundance and ease. In moments of conflict or emotional upheaval, breathing becomes a tool for self-regulation. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and take 3 slow, deep breaths. This brief interlude calms your nervous system, allowing you to respond with clarity and thoughtfulness. Over time, this practice transforms how you navigate difficult situations, fostering resilience and emotional balance. The breath also connects you to the natural world. Observing how your breathing changes in different environments, whether in the stillness of a forest, the rhythm of the ocean, or the energy of a bustling city, deepens your awareness of life's interconnectedness. Nature amplifies the calming effects of mindful breathing, creating a profound sense of belonging and renewal. Developing a consistent breathing practice strengthens its benefits over time. Like any skill, mindful breathing becomes more effective with regular practice. Set aside a few minutes each day to focus solely on your breath, treating it as a sacred time for restoration. Consistency builds muscle memory, making it easier to access the calming and revitalizing effects of your breath when you need them most. Mindful breathing also teaches patience. The breath moves at its own rhythm, unaffected by the rush of daily life. By aligning yourself with this natural pace, you cultivate a sense of ease and acceptance. This patience extends beyond your breathing practice, influencing how you approach challenges and uncertainties with grace. As you explore these techniques, the breath becomes more than a physical act. It becomes a partner in your journey toward vitality and balance. Each inhale nourishes, and each exhale releases, creating a cycle of renewal that sustains you through all of life's moments. By embracing the power of your breath, you unlock a profound resource for energy, clarity, and peace. Breath is a gift of release and renewal, reminding us that each moment can bring clarity and peace when we let go of tension and stress. But beyond the physical act of breathing lies a profound truth. The attachments we hold on to, whether they are expectations, possessions, or identities, are the greatest sources of our emotional and mental burdens. Letting go is not about losing, it's about finding freedom. Releasing the grip of control over outcomes creates a life that is lighter, more peaceful, and filled with energy. Attachments are like invisible weights. They tether us to fears, desires, and outcomes that we can't fully control. Whether it's the need for approval, material possessions, or the belief that life must unfold in a specific way, these attachments consume our mental and emotional energy. The act of holding on creates tension, while letting go opens the door to liberation. It is in surrender that we find our greatest strength. The first step to releasing attachments is recognizing them. Many of our attachments operate in the background, shaping our thoughts and actions without our awareness. Reflect on areas in your life where you feel resistance or stress. These feelings often signal an attachment at play. Whether it's the need to control a relationship, achieve a certain status, or maintain a fixed image of yourself, acknowledging these ties brings them into the light. Releasing attachments doesn't mean indifference or apathy. It's about engaging with life fully while letting go of the need to dictate its outcomes. For example, in relationships, letting go doesn't mean you care less. It means you allow others the freedom to be themselves without trying to control their actions or responses. This approach creates space for genuine connection and reduces the strain of unmet expectations. Letting go of possessions offers a tangible way to practice detachment. Our belongings often hold emotional significance, representing memories, aspirations, or security. While it's natural to value these items, an over-attachment can lead to clutter, both physical and mental. Simplifying your space by keeping what serves and uplifts you creates a sense of clarity and lightness. The act of releasing what no longer adds value mirrors the process of letting go emotionally. Expectations are a common source of attachment. When you cling to specific outcomes, you set yourself up for disappointment and frustration. Letting go of expectations doesn't mean lowering your standards. It means embracing the uncertainty of life with trust and openness. This shift allows you to focus on your efforts and intentions rather than being fixated on results. The freedom gained from releasing expectations fosters resilience and adaptability. Forgiveness is an act of letting go that frees immense emotional energy. Holding on to grudges or past hurts ties you to the pain and limits your ability to move forward. Forgiveness doesn't condone wrong actions, but releases their hold on you. It's an act of self-compassion that lightens your emotional burden, creating space for growth and peace. The need for approval is another attachment that drains energy. When your self-worth hinges on external validation, you give away your power. Releasing this need involves shifting your focus inward, valuing your own beliefs and efforts over others' opinions. This detachment fosters a sense of inner confidence and stability, reducing the emotional toll of seeking constant affirmation. Letting go of perfectionism is a powerful way to reclaim energy. The pursuit of flawlessness is exhausting and unattainable, creating a cycle of frustration and self-doubt. Embrace imperfection as part of the human experience, allowing yourself the freedom to grow and learn without the pressure of being perfect. This acceptance lightens your mental load and encourages authentic progress. Mindfulness supports the practice of letting go by bringing your attention to the present moment. Attachments often pull you into the past or future, regrets over what was, or fears about what might be. Mindfulness anchors you in the now, where you can engage with life as it is rather than as you wish it to be. This perspective creates a sense of peace and clarity. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, reducing the hold of attachments. When you appreciate what is already present in your life, the need for more diminishes. Gratitude fosters contentment, allowing you to release the constant striving that comes with attachment. It also deepens your connection to the present, where true fulfillment resides. Detaching from roles and identities creates a deeper sense of self. Many attachments are tied to how we define ourselves, our careers, relationships, or achievements. While these roles are important, they don't encompass the entirety of who you are. Letting go of rigid identities allows you to evolve and adapt, embracing new possibilities without the fear of losing your sense of self. The practice of surrendering control is central to letting go. Life is unpredictable, and the illusion of control creates stress and resistance. By surrendering to the flow of life, you align yourself with its natural rhythms. This doesn't mean passivity, but rather trusting in your ability to navigate challenges as they come. Surrender brings a sense of ease and resilience, reducing the mental and emotional strain of constant control. Acts of kindness and service help dissolve attachments by shifting your focus outward. When you give without expectation, you experience the joy of connection and contribution. This outward perspective lightens the ego's grip, fostering a sense of freedom and fulfillment. Service also reminds you of the abundance you have to share, reducing the tendency to cling to possessions or outcomes. Physical movement can aid in the process of letting go. Practices like yoga or Tai Chi combine intentional motion with mindfulness, helping release tension stored in the body. These movements create a sense of flow, mirroring the emotional and mental release of attachments. As you move, visualize letting go of what no longer serves you, creating space for renewal. Letting go is a practice, not a one-time act. It requires patience and persistence, especially with deeply ingrained attachments. Approach this journey with kindness toward yourself, recognizing that progress often comes in small steps. Each moment of release strengthens your ability to let go, creating a lighter and more peaceful life. The process of detachment also fosters creativity. When you release the need for a specific outcome, you open yourself to new possibilities and perspectives. Creativity flourishes in this space of freedom, unbound by rigid expectations. Whether it's in problem-solving, relationships, or personal growth, detachment allows you to explore with curiosity and openness. Letting go cultivates resilience by teaching you to adapt to change. Attachments often create resistance to life's natural shifts, leading to stress and frustration. By embracing impermanence, you learn to move with change rather than against it. This adaptability not only reduces emotional strain, but also enhances your ability to thrive in uncertainty. As you practice letting go, you begin to experience the profound lightness it brings. Life feels less burdened, and your energy flows more freely. The release of attachments creates space for joy, connection, and growth, allowing you to engage with life fully and authentically. Through this process, you discover that true freedom lies not in holding on, but in the art of letting go. Letting go of attachments opens up an expansive freedom, a sense of lightness that unburdens your mind and liberates your energy. But freedom needs structure to sustain itself. This is where the power of daily micro-habits comes into play. These small, intentional practices act as anchors in your life, steadying your energy and creating a rhythm that nurtures both consistency and vitality. They are not about massive overhauls, but subtle adjustments that, over time, lead to profound change. The beauty of micro-habits lies in their simplicity. They don't require monumental effort, making them easier to integrate into your day. By their very nature, they sidestep resistance, making it possible to sustain them long-term. The consistency of these practices allows their benefits to compound, providing a steady source of energy that enhances your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Start with hydration. The act of drinking water may seem small, but it has an outsized impact on your energy levels. Dehydration, even in mild forms, can lead to fatigue and sluggishness. Starting your day with a glass of water rehydrates your body after a night's rest, jump-starting your metabolism and clearing mental fog. Throughout the day, regular hydration ensures that your energy remains stable, supporting brain function and physical stamina. Stretching is another micro-habit that revitalizes your energy. Just a few minutes of stretching in the morning releases tension built up overnight, improves circulation, and prepares your body for movement. Gentle stretches throughout the day prevent stiffness from prolonged sitting and encourage better posture, which in turn supports deeper breathing and improved focus. Mindful pauses offer a reset for your mind. In the midst of a busy day, taking a moment to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, or focus on the sounds around you can work wonders. These moments of stillness break the cycle of mental clutter, restoring clarity and balance. The key is to make these pauses intentional, treating them as opportunities to recharge rather than interruptions. Creating a morning ritual sets the tone for the day. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Even a 5-minute practice that aligns with your goals or values can make a difference. This could be writing down your intentions, reading something inspiring, or simply sitting in quiet reflection. A consistent morning ritual helps you transition into the day with focus and energy. Gratitude journaling in the evening is a powerful way to close the day. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for shifts your focus from what went wrong to what went right. This practice not only cultivates a positive mindset, but also helps you sleep better by easing the mind into a state of contentment. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to notice and appreciate the good in your life, creating a steady source of emotional energy. Nutrition-based micro-habits also play a significant role in sustaining energy. Instead of overhauling your diet, focus on small, consistent changes. Adding a handful of nuts or seeds to your breakfast, swapping sugary snacks for fresh fruit, or ensuring that each meal includes a variety of colors can have lasting effects. These choices provide your body with the nutrients it needs to maintain energy levels throughout the day. Movement, even in small doses, is vital. A quick walk around the block, a few jumping jacks, or a short dance session can break up sedentary stretches and re-energize your body. Movement increases blood flow, delivers oxygen to your brain, and releases endorphins, improving both mood and focus. Regular bursts of activity, no matter how brief, keep your energy from stagnating. Building consistent sleep habits is another cornerstone of sustainable energy. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day regulates your body's internal clock, leading to deeper and more restorative rest. Even a small change, like setting a wind-down routine before bed, can make a difference. Activities such as reading, meditating, or dimming lights signal to your body that it's time to rest, promoting better sleep quality. Or mindful eating enhances the energy you derive from meals. Instead of rushing through your food, take the time to savor each bite, noticing its flavors and textures. This practice not only aids digestion, but also prevents overeating, keeping your energy steady instead of experiencing spikes and crashes. Mindful eating connects you to the nourishment your body needs, fostering a deeper appreciation for your meals. Limiting multitasking is a micro-habit that conserves mental energy. While juggling multiple tasks may feel productive, it often scatters your focus and leaves you drained. By committing to one task at a time, you work more efficiently and with greater clarity. This single-tasking approach reduces cognitive fatigue and enhances the quality of your work. Scheduling short breaks throughout the day prevents burnout. A quick pause every hour to stretch, breathe, or step outside revitalizes your focus and keeps your energy levels consistent. These breaks don't have to be long. A few minutes is enough to reset your mind and body, allowing you to return to your tasks refreshed. Incorporating mindfulness into everyday activities turns routine tasks into opportunities for renewal. Whether you're washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or walking to the mailbox, approach these moments with full attention. Noticing the details, the feel of water on your hands, the sound of your footsteps, grounds you in the present and brings a sense of calm to your day. Creating boundaries with technology protects your energy from constant stimulation. Setting limits on screen time, disabling unnecessary notifications, or designating tech-free zones in your home prevents digital overload. These boundaries create space for more restorative activities, such as reading, creative pursuits, or connecting with loved ones. Engaging in creative activities is another micro-habit that rejuvenates energy. Drawing, writing, playing music, or experimenting in the kitchen provides a break from routine and stimulates your brain in new ways. These activities are not only enjoyable, but also help you tap into a flow state, where time feels effortless and energy naturally replenishes. Laughter is a small but mighty habit that boosts energy and mood. Sharing a joke with a friend, watching a funny video, or recalling a humorous memory releases feel-good chemicals in your brain, reducing stress and increasing vitality. Laughter is a reminder not to take life too seriously, creating lightness and joy. Acts of kindness are micro-habits that benefit both you and others. A smile, a compliment, or a small gesture of help uplifts your spirit and strengthens your connection to those around you. These moments of giving create a ripple effect, spreading positivity and reinforcing your own sense of purpose and well-being. Reflection at the end of the day consolidates the benefits of your micro-habits. Taking a few minutes to review what went well and what could be improved helps you approach the next day with intention. This practice reinforces your commitment to growth and provides a sense of closure, leaving you grounded and ready for rest. As you integrate these micro-habits into your life, they form a supportive framework that sustains your energy day by day. Their small size makes them easy to adopt, but their cumulative impact is profound. These practices remind you that energy is not just about rest or exertion. It's about creating a life that flows with intention, balance, and vitality. Through these small yet powerful steps, you build a foundation for sustainable energy that supports every part of your life. The small but consistent actions of daily micro-habits lay the groundwork for a life of steady energy and balance. Now, stepping into a deeper dimension of vitality, visualization offers a way to activate your mind and body on an entirely new level. The human mind is a powerful tool capable of shaping reality through focused thoughts and mental imagery. When directed with purpose, visualization becomes a bridge between intention and manifestation, energizing your inner world and inspiring action in the outer one. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It is a deliberate practice that engages the mind's creative and problem-solving abilities. The brain doesn't easily distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real. This blurring of boundaries allows you to harness visualization to prepare, motivate, and even heal yourself. By creating detailed mental images of strength, vitality, and success, you prime your subconscious mind to act in alignment with these images, transforming thought into tangible outcomes. To begin, clarity is essential. A vague mental image yields vague results. Define what strength and vitality mean to you. Whether it's feeling confident, waking up energized, or excelling in a specific activity, get specific. The more detail you include in your visualization, the more power it holds. Use all your senses to enrich the image. Hear the sounds, feel the textures, and notice the colors. This depth of experience activates the same neural pathways as actual events, making your visualization more impactful. Visualization is most effective when paired with emotion. It's not enough to see the image. You need to feel the joy, confidence, or peace it represents. Emotion amplifies the connection between your mind and body, signaling to your subconscious that this image is significant. By deeply experiencing the emotions tied to your visualization, you begin to embody the energy of the outcome you desire. A powerful technique is to combine visualization with breath. Use deep, steady breaths to ground yourself before visualizing. Then align your breathing with the imagery. As you inhale, see yourself drawing in strength and vitality. As you exhale, feel any tension or fatigue leaving your body. This integration of breath and imagery creates a harmonious rhythm that anchors your visualization in the present moment. Timing matters in visualization. The moments after waking and before sleeping are especially potent because your brain is in a relaxed, receptive state. Use this window to visualize your goals and aspirations, embedding them into your subconscious. Regular practice during these times reinforces your images, strengthening their influence on your thoughts and actions. Visualization is also a tool for preparation. Athletes often use it to mentally rehearse their performance, visualizing every movement and outcome in vivid detail. This practice primes their mind and body for success, increasing confidence and reducing anxiety. You can adopt this technique for your own challenges, whether it's preparing for a presentation, navigating a difficult conversation, or pursuing a fitness goal. By mentally walking through the steps and outcomes, you create a roadmap for your subconscious to follow. In moments of stress or overwhelm, visualization becomes a sanctuary. Create a mental image of a place or scenario that brings you peace: a quiet beach, a serene forest, or even a cherished memory. Revisit this image during challenging times to calm your mind and restore your energy. This practice trains your brain to associate specific images with relaxation, making it easier to access a state of calm whenever needed. Visualization can also be a catalyst for healing. The mind-body connection is well documented, with studies showing that mental imagery can influence physical health. By visualizing your body as strong, healthy, and vibrant, you send positive signals to your subconscious and nervous system. Pair this practice with gratitude for your body's capabilities to deepen the connection and enhance its restorative effects. Group visualization magnifies its power. When shared with others, collective energy amplifies the impact of the imagery. This could be in the context of a team working toward a common goal, a family envisioning a shared aspiration, or even a meditation group focused on peace or healing. The shared focus creates a resonance that strengthens each participant's connection to the visualization. Consistency is key to making visualization a transformative habit. Like building a muscle, the more you practice, the stronger your imagery becomes. Set aside a few minutes each day for focused visualization, treating it as a sacred part of your routine. Over time, you'll notice its effects not just in your thoughts, but also in your actions and outcomes. Visualization also enhances creativity. By exploring mental images without the constraints of logic or reality, you allow your mind to play with possibilities and solutions. This practice often leads to insights or ideas that might not have surfaced through traditional problem-solving methods. Use visualization as a brainstorming tool, letting your mind wander freely before returning to focus. Gratitude can enhance visualization by anchoring it in positivity. Begin your practice by reflecting on what you're already thankful for, then transition into visualizing what you wish to cultivate. This pairing of appreciation and aspiration creates a balanced energy, ensuring your visualization is rooted in abundance rather than lack. Movement can be integrated into visualization for a dynamic experience. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or even walking lend themselves to combining motion with imagery. As you move, align your mental images with your physical actions, reinforcing the connection between intention and embodiment. This dynamic visualization creates a full-body experience that deepens its impact. Visualization is not confined to future goals. It can also be used to reflect on and reframe past experiences. Revisiting a challenging memory and visualizing a positive resolution can help release lingering emotions or fears. This process, often called mental rehearsal, allows you to create a new narrative that empowers rather than limits you. The act of writing can complement visualization. Journaling about your mental images solidifies them in your mind and provides a record of your aspirations. Revisit these entries regularly to reinforce your focus and track your progress. Writing also helps clarify your visualization, making it easier to revisit and refine. Visualization supports mindfulness by bringing your focus to the present moment. When fully immersed in mental imagery, you are less likely to dwell on distractions or worries. This focus creates a sense of flow, where time seems to dissolve and your energy aligns seamlessly with your intention. Overcoming doubt is a crucial aspect of visualization. Negative thoughts or skepticism can dilute the effectiveness of your practice. When doubts arise, address them with compassion rather than resistance. Reframe them as opportunities to refine your focus, using affirmations to reaffirm your belief in your visualization. As you deepen your visualization practice, you'll notice its influence extending beyond the moments you set aside for it. The images and feelings you cultivate begin to color your thoughts and actions throughout the day, shaping how you approach challenges and opportunities. This seamless integration is a testament to the power of focused intention. Through visualization, you create a mental blueprint for the life you wish to lead. Each image, detail, and emotion contributes to this design, influencing your subconscious and inspiring your actions. By committing to this practice, you energize both mind and body, aligning them with your highest aspirations and unlocking the limitless potential within you. The clarity and focus gained through visualization are invaluable, yet their power can only be fully realized when life itself is approached with balance. Effort and rest are not opposing forces. They are partners in the dance of vitality. When one dominates the other, imbalance leads to exhaustion or stagnation. The middle way, rooted in Buddhist philosophy, offers a path to harmonize these two forces, ensuring energy is not only preserved but replenished. Balance begins with awareness. Many people swing between extremes, pushing themselves too hard or retreating into inactivity. Both states sap vitality, though in different ways. Overexertion drains physical and mental reserves, while excessive rest dulls motivation and clarity. The first step to finding balance is recognizing where you stand. Are you constantly striving, feeling burned out? Or are you avoiding effort, feeling restless and unfulfilled? Awareness allows you to adjust your actions and restore equilibrium. Moderation does not mean doing less. It means doing what is necessary and meaningful without excess. This principle applies to work, relationships, exercise, and even leisure. Effort directed with intention yields greater results than effort driven by compulsion or fear. Rest taken mindfully restores energy far more effectively than aimless distractions. The middle way is not about compromise, but about aligning your actions with purpose. Incorporating rest into your day is an act of self-care, not indulgence. Rest comes in many forms: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. A short walk in nature, a moment of quiet reflection, or simply closing your eyes and breathing deeply can provide profound restoration. The key is to rest before exhaustion forces you to stop. Scheduled breaks prevent burnout and allow you to sustain effort over time. Effort, when balanced with rest, becomes more sustainable. Striving for excellence without overburdening yourself leads to consistent progress. This means setting realistic goals and pacing yourself, allowing room for adjustments along the way. The middle way teaches that the journey is as important as the destination. When effort is balanced, the journey becomes enjoyable rather than exhausting. Listening to your body is essential for maintaining balance. Your body communicates its needs through signals like fatigue, hunger, or restlessness. Ignoring these signals leads to imbalance, but honoring them creates harmony. For example, if you feel drained, take a moment to pause and replenish. If you feel sluggish, engage in light activity to reawaken your energy. This responsiveness cultivates a partnership between your mind and body. Balance also requires prioritization. Not all tasks or commitments are equally important. Learning to say no to distractions or obligations that drain your energy allows you to focus on what truly matters. This discernment ensures that your effort is directed toward meaningful pursuits, making rest more rewarding and guilt-free. In relationships, balance means giving and receiving in equal measure. Overgiving leads to resentment and depletion, while taking without giving creates isolation and imbalance. The middle way encourages mutual respect and reciprocity. Offering support while allowing others to support you fosters healthy connections that energize rather than drain. Spiritual balance involves harmonizing inner stillness with outer action. Meditation and mindfulness provide a foundation of calm that supports active engagement with the world. By cultivating inner peace, you approach tasks and challenges with clarity and composure. This balance between introspection and action enhances both your personal growth and your contributions to others. Nutrition is another area where balance is vital. Extreme diets or erratic eating habits disrupt your body's natural rhythms. Eating mindfully, choosing foods that nourish without excess, supports sustained energy. The middle way in nutrition means listening to your body's needs and avoiding extremes of deprivation or indulgence. Physical activity also benefits from moderation. Overtraining leads to injury and fatigue, while inactivity weakens the body and mind. Balanced movement includes both exertion and recovery. Practices like yoga or Tai Chi emphasize this principle, combining dynamic motion with moments of stillness to create harmony within the body. In the context of work, balance involves setting boundaries to protect your energy. Overworking leads to diminishing returns, as fatigue clouds judgment and creativity. Pausing to rest or stepping away from a task allows fresh perspectives to emerge. This cycle of focused effort and intentional breaks enhances productivity and preserves your well-being. Leisure is another area where balance is crucial. Passive entertainment can provide relaxation, but too much leads to lethargy. Active leisure, hobbies that engage your mind or body, offers both rest and rejuvenation. Whether it's painting, gardening, or playing a sport, these activities restore energy while providing a sense of accomplishment. Mindfulness supports balance by anchoring you in the present moment. Often, imbalance arises from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness helps you focus on what needs attention now, allowing you to act or rest as needed. This presence of mind prevents overextension and ensures that rest is truly restorative. The middle way also applies to emotions. Suppressing feelings creates internal tension, while overindulging in them leads to instability. Allowing emotions to arise and pass naturally without clinging or pushing them away fosters emotional balance. This approach reduces the energy drain of unresolved emotions and creates space for calm and clarity. Balance is not static. It requires ongoing adjustment. Life is dynamic, and what works one day may not work the next. Regular self-reflection helps you assess your balance and make necessary changes. This adaptability ensures that you remain aligned with your needs and goals, preventing stagnation or burnout. Compassion is an integral part of the middle way. Being kind to yourself when you fall out of balance encourages growth rather than self-criticism. Recognizing that balance is a practice, not a perfection, allows you to approach it with patience and curiosity. Each moment of imbalance is an opportunity to learn and realign. The middle way teaches that extremes are not sustainable. Pushing too hard leads to collapse, while avoiding effort entirely leads to decay. True vitality lies in the balance between effort and rest, between action and stillness. By embracing this harmony, you create a life that flows with purpose and ease, allowing your energy to flourish. Through the practice of moderation, you discover the profound strength and serenity that come from walking the path of balance. The harmony of balance, effort, and rest nurtures inner stability, creating space for a deeper connection with life and those around you. From this foundation, the energy of compassion emerges as one of the most profound sources of vitality. Compassion, often seen as an act of giving, is also a wellspring of spiritual energy that nourishes the giver as much as the receiver. It transforms relationships, restores emotional equilibrium, and renews your spirit by connecting you to the shared humanity that binds us all. Compassion begins with empathy, the ability to truly see and understand the experiences of others. It is not limited to those you love or agree with. It extends to anyone, even strangers. By opening your heart to the struggles and joys of others, you create a bond that transcends individual differences. This act of connection generates a flow of energy that uplifts both you and those you support. Focusing on the well-being of others redirects your attention outward, breaking cycles of self-centered worry or negative thought patterns. Often, when consumed by personal challenges, your energy becomes stagnant, weighed down by fear or frustration. Compassion shifts this energy, turning it into a force for healing and positive action. In helping others, you lighten not only their burdens, but also your own. Acts of compassion can be as simple as offering a kind word, listening without judgment, or helping someone in need. These seemingly small actions create ripples of positivity, reinforcing your sense of purpose and capability. The effort required to be compassionate does not drain. Instead, it fills you with a sense of fulfillment and connection. Compassionate living also fosters resilience. When you cultivate concern for others, you build emotional strength that carries you through difficulties. Supporting someone else's journey reminds you of your own inner resources and fortifies your belief in humanity's ability to endure and thrive. This shared resilience reinforces your capacity to navigate life's challenges. Self-compassion is equally vital. Many people extend kindness to others, but neglect to show the same care for themselves. Judging yourself harshly or holding on to guilt drains energy and diminishes your ability to give. By practicing self-compassion, you recognize your inherent worth and offer yourself the same understanding you would a dear friend. This act of self-kindness replenishes your spirit and creates a balanced foundation for extending compassion outward. Compassion and mindfulness are deeply interconnected. By being fully present with someone's experience, you offer genuine support rather than superficial comfort. Mindfulness enhances your ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, ensuring that your actions are meaningful and effective. This presence deepens the impact of compassion and strengthens your own sense of calm and focus. Gratitude often arises naturally from compassionate acts. Witnessing the strength and courage of others can inspire appreciation for your own journey and the blessings in your life. Gratitude and compassion create a cycle of energy that feeds itself, sustaining your motivation and emotional well-being. The practice of forgiveness is a powerful extension of compassion. Holding on to resentment or anger toward others drains your energy and creates emotional blocks. Forgiveness releases these burdens, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart. This does not mean condoning harmful actions, but recognizing that holding on to pain only prolongs your suffering. Forgiveness liberates both you and the person you forgive, creating space for peace and renewal. Compassionate action often requires courage. Standing up for someone, addressing injustice, or providing help in challenging circumstances can be daunting. Yet, each act of bravery strengthens your spirit and deepens your capacity for kindness. Courageous compassion demonstrates that vulnerability and strength are not opposites, but allies in the pursuit of a more connected and harmonious world. The energy of compassion is amplified when shared in community. Participating in collective acts of kindness, whether through volunteering, supporting a cause, or simply coming together to help a neighbor, creates a shared sense of purpose. This collective compassion builds a reservoir of strength and hope that benefits everyone involved. Compassion also fosters creativity. When you approach problems with a focus on helping others, your mind opens to innovative solutions. Compassionate problem-solving goes beyond personal gain, aiming to create outcomes that uplift all parties. This mindset not only resolves conflicts, but also strengthens relationships and inspires collaborative growth. Nature offers a profound lesson in compassion. Observing how ecosystems thrive through mutual support and interdependence reminds us that life flourishes when we care for one another. Extending compassion to the environment through acts like planting trees, reducing waste, or preserving habitats connects you to the larger web of life and reinforces your role in its balance. Compassion transcends language and culture, making it a universal force. A smile, a gesture, or a simple act of kindness can communicate care and understanding where words cannot. This universality reinforces the interconnectedness of all beings, reminding you that compassion is both a shared need and a shared gift. Reflecting on acts of compassion at the end of the day reinforces their impact. Whether through journaling, meditation, or quiet contemplation, revisiting moments of kindness strengthens your commitment to living compassionately. This reflection also deepens your awareness of the energy and joy that compassion brings to your life. Letting go of judgment is a key component of compassion. Judging others creates barriers to connection and drains energy by fostering negativity. Replacing judgment with curiosity and understanding opens the door to empathy and strengthens your ability to care for others. This shift not only benefits your relationships, but also brings a sense of peace and acceptance to your own mind. Compassionate communication transforms how you relate to others. Speaking with kindness, listening with attention, and responding with patience create a foundation of trust and respect. These practices not only enhance your interactions, but also cultivate a sense of harmony and mutual support. Compassion is not a finite resource. It grows with practice. Each act of kindness reinforces your ability to give, creating a cycle of abundance. The more you cultivate compassion, the more energy and fulfillment you discover within yourself. This boundless quality makes compassion one of the most sustainable sources of spiritual energy. Through compassion, you connect to something greater than yourself. Whether it's the well-being of another person, the health of your community, or the balance of the natural world, compassionate action aligns you with a higher purpose. This connection nourishes your spirit, providing strength and clarity even in the face of challenges. Compassion is not just an act, it is a way of being. By living with a heart open to the needs and joys of others, you create a life filled with meaning and vitality. This path of kindness and care does not deplete. It renews, uplifts, and strengthens, offering endless energy to sustain you and those around you. Through compassion, you discover that the wellspring of spiritual energy lies not in what you receive, but in what you give. The energy that compassion generates becomes a stabilizing force, helping you connect deeply with others and yourself. However, even with a compassionate heart, life's challenges can stir up tension and stress, quietly draining your vitality. Breaking free from these stress cycles requires more than just rest. It calls for mindful awareness, a practice that shifts the way you interact with your thoughts, emotions, and environment. Mindfulness transforms stress from a heavy burden into a manageable part of life, restoring balance and energy. Stress often begins as a response to unmet expectations, looming pressures, or unresolved emotions. The mind reacts instinctively, creating a loop of anxious thoughts that amplify the original stressor. Mindful awareness interrupts this cycle by bringing your focus back to the present moment. Instead of allowing worries to spiral, mindfulness grounds you in what is real and tangible, where clarity and calm can be found. At the heart of mindful awareness is observation. By learning to observe stress without immediate reaction, you create space to respond thoughtfully. This shift from reaction to response weakens stress's hold on your mind and body. When a stressful thought arises, recognize it without judgment. Simply acknowledging this is stress diffuses its power. The act of naming the feeling separates you from it, reminding you that stress is an experience, not an identity. Breathing deeply and intentionally anchors mindful awareness. Stress often shortens and quickens your breath, signaling your nervous system to remain in a state of tension. Deliberate, slow breathing reverses this signal, calming both mind and body. Focused breathing also redirects your attention away from the source of stress, creating a moment of peace where tension once thrived. The physical sensations of stress provide another point of mindfulness. Tightness in the chest, clenching in the jaw, or unease in the stomach are common indicators of stress. Instead of resisting these sensations, approach them with curiosity. Notice their location, intensity, and any changes as you breathe deeply and remain present. This practice not only reduces discomfort, but also strengthens your ability to remain composed under pressure. Mindful body scans offer a structured way to release stress. By bringing your attention to each part of your body, from head to toe, you can identify and relax areas of tension. This gradual relaxation reconnects you with your body and fosters a sense of physical and emotional equilibrium. Over time, body scans help you recognize and address stress earlier, preventing it from escalating. Mindfulness also helps identify triggers. Stress often arises from patterns, certain situations, thoughts, or interactions that consistently provoke tension. By observing your reactions mindfully, you gain insight into these triggers. Awareness of what causes stress allows you to prepare for or even avoid it, reducing its impact on your energy reserves. Practicing gratitude alongside mindfulness can further diminish stress. When you focus on what you appreciate, your perspective shifts away from problems and toward abundance. This does not mean ignoring challenges, but rather approaching them with a balanced view. Gratitude tempers the urgency and negativity of stress, allowing you to address difficulties with greater composure. Time management benefits greatly from mindful awareness. Much stress stems from feeling overwhelmed by tasks or deadlines. Mindfulness helps you prioritize effectively by bringing clarity to what truly matters. Instead of reacting to every demand, you can focus on completing one task at a time with intention. This approach reduces the chaos of multitasking and enhances your efficiency. Mindful pauses throughout the day reset your energy and prevent stress from accumulating. These pauses can be as brief as a few deep breaths or as intentional as a short walk outside. The key is to treat them as opportunities to reconnect with yourself and the present moment. Each pause reinforces your capacity to handle stress calmly and effectively. Letting go of control is a transformative aspect of mindfulness. Much of stress comes from trying to control outcomes that are beyond your reach. By accepting what you cannot change, you free yourself from unnecessary worry. This surrender is not passive, but an active choice to focus your energy on what you can influence. Letting go creates a sense of ease that counterbalances life's uncertainties. Mindful listening is another tool for overcoming stress, particularly in relationships. Miscommunication and unresolved tensions often contribute to stress. By listening fully and without judgment, you foster understanding and reduce conflict. This mindful approach to communication strengthens connections and lightens the emotional burden of misunderstandings. Nature provides an ideal setting for mindful awareness. Spending time outdoors, even briefly, soothes the mind and body. Observing the rhythm of the natural world, the sway of trees, the flow of water, or the song of birds, reminds you of life's continuity and resilience. Nature's calm reinforces your own, making it easier to release stress and return to balance. Integrating mindfulness into routine activities transforms them into moments of calm. Whether washing dishes, folding laundry, or preparing a meal, approach these tasks with full attention. Notice the sensations, movements, and sounds involved. This focus not only reduces stress, but also enhances your appreciation for the simple joys of everyday life. Journaling mindfully can also help you process and release stress. Writing down your thoughts and feelings provides an outlet for emotions that might otherwise linger. This practice clarifies your perspective, helping you identify solutions or simply let go of what is weighing you down. Journaling becomes a safe space to explore and resolve stress. Mindful acceptance does not mean resignation to difficulties, but rather acknowledging them without resistance. By accepting a situation as it is, you conserve energy that might otherwise be spent on denial or frustration. Acceptance creates a foundation for constructive action, empowering you to move forward with clarity. Physical movement, when done mindfully, reduces stress and restores energy. Yoga, Tai Chi, or even stretching can be practiced with attention to breath and body alignment. This mindful movement reconnects you with the present moment, releasing built-up tension and fostering a sense of calm. Self-compassion is a crucial element of mindfulness in overcoming stress. Harsh self-criticism magnifies stress, while kindness toward yourself softens its impact. When you approach your struggles with understanding rather than judgment, you create a supportive inner environment that nurtures resilience and growth. Mindfulness also helps reframe challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. Instead of viewing stress as an obstacle, see it as a chance to build strength and adaptability. This perspective shifts your energy from resistance to engagement, allowing you to address challenges with greater confidence. Consistency in mindfulness practice enhances its effectiveness. Like any skill, mindfulness becomes more intuitive with regular practice. Setting aside even a few minutes daily strengthens your ability to remain present and composed, gradually transforming your relationship with stress. Through mindful awareness, stress loses its grip, becoming a manageable part of life rather than an overwhelming force. Each moment of mindfulness builds your capacity to face challenges with calm and clarity, conserving your energy and enriching your well-being. This practice not only breaks the cycles of stress, but also fosters a deeper connection to life's beauty and balance. The clarity achieved through mindful awareness reshapes how you experience stress, freeing your mind and body from its grasp. Yet, stress often stems from deeper roots, such as the relentless pursuit of external achievements and validation. Many equate success with accolades, possessions, or the approval of others, but this pursuit can drain your energy and disrupt your inner balance. To truly conserve and channel your energy effectively, success must be redefined, shifting its foundation from outward markers to a sense of intrinsic fulfillment that nurtures calm and flow. The traditional definition of success often revolves around external accomplishments, promotions, awards, material wealth, and social recognition. While these milestones can be gratifying, they also come with a cost when they become the sole focus. The constant striving to meet societal expectations or compare oneself to others creates a cycle of stress, dissatisfaction, and exhaustion. Redefining success starts with challenging these conventional norms and reflecting on what genuinely brings meaning to your life. True success aligns with your core values. It begins with asking what truly matters to you, beyond the expectations of others. When your goals reflect your values, every step you take feels purposeful and rewarding, regardless of the outcome. This alignment eliminates the energy drain of chasing superficial achievements and replaces it with the vitality that comes from living authentically. Redefining success also requires letting go of comparison. Measuring your worth against others' accomplishments only fosters insecurity and discontent. Instead, focus on your unique journey, celebrating progress rather than fixating on destinations. Success becomes less about competing and more about evolving, growing into the person you aspire to be on your terms. Intrinsic fulfillment is a cornerstone of sustainable success. Unlike external rewards, which are fleeting, intrinsic fulfillment provides lasting satisfaction. This comes from activities that resonate deeply with you, whether it's creating, learning, helping others, or pursuing a passion. Engaging in such activities replenishes your energy rather than depleting it, reinforcing your sense of purpose and joy. Success can also be found in the process rather than the result. When you immerse yourself fully in the effort, whether it's solving a problem, honing a skill, or building a relationship, the outcome becomes secondary. This focus on the journey fosters a state of flow, where time fades and energy naturally replenishes itself. Success, in this sense, is the ability to find fulfillment in the present moment. Gratitude transforms your perception of success. When you appreciate what you have achieved and the opportunities available to you, you shift from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. Gratitude grounds you in the present, helping you recognize that success is not always about what's next, but about appreciating where you are now. This perspective reduces the pressure of constant striving and invites peace into your life. Letting go of perfectionism is vital for redefining success. The pursuit of flawlessness is an endless and exhausting endeavor that often leads to self-doubt and frustration. Embrace imperfection as part of growth, recognizing that mistakes and setbacks are valuable teachers. This shift allows you to take action with confidence, knowing that success is not about being perfect, but about progressing authentically. Energy flow thrives when success is aligned with balance. Overworking to achieve external milestones often leads to burnout, while neglecting effort altogether results in stagnation. The middle way, balancing effort with rest and action with reflection, creates a sustainable rhythm. Success becomes a state of harmony where your actions are both effective and fulfilling. Reframing failure is another key aspect of redefining success. Instead of viewing failure as a setback, see it as a stepping stone toward growth. Each misstep provides valuable lessons that refine your approach and deepen your resilience. When failure is embraced as part of the journey, it no longer drains your energy but strengthens it, propelling you forward. Compassion toward yourself and others enhances your experience of success. When you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, you create an inner environment where growth flourishes. Extending this compassion outward, celebrating others' achievements without envy, fosters supportive relationships that energize rather than exhaust you. This interconnected view of success enriches both your life and those around you. Mindful living amplifies intrinsic success. By being fully present in your actions and decisions, you ensure that each moment aligns with your values and goals. This presence eliminates the distractions of regret or anxiety, allowing your energy to flow freely. Mindful success is about living with intention, where every choice contributes to your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Redefining success also involves simplifying your goals. Instead of overwhelming yourself with a multitude of objectives, focus on a few meaningful aspirations. This focus ensures that your energy is directed effectively, preventing dilution of your efforts. Achieving one well-chosen goal deeply often brings greater satisfaction than achieving many superficially. Service to others is a profound source of success. When your actions contribute to the well-being of others, you tap into a deeper sense of purpose. Whether through acts of kindness, mentoring, or community involvement, serving others enriches your own life. The energy exchanged in these interactions creates a cycle of giving and receiving that sustains and uplifts. Celebrating small wins reinforces your progress and builds momentum. Success is not solely about monumental achievements, but also about the small steps that lead there. Acknowledging these moments of progress fosters a positive mindset and keeps your motivation high. This approach ensures that you remain energized and engaged throughout your journey. Clarity is essential in redefining success. Taking time to reflect on your goals and motivations prevents aimless striving. When you have a clear vision of what success means to you, your actions become more focused and impactful. Clarity eliminates unnecessary distractions, allowing your energy to be directed toward meaningful pursuits. Success redefined is also about flexibility. Life is dynamic, and rigid definitions of success can lead to disappointment when circumstances change. Embracing adaptability allows you to pivot when needed, finding new paths to fulfillment without losing sight of your values. This flexibility ensures that your energy remains fluid and responsive rather than restricted by fixed expectations. The joy of creativity enhances your sense of success. Engaging in creative activities allows you to express yourself and explore new possibilities. Whether through art, writing, problem-solving, or innovation, creativity fuels your inner vitality. It reminds you that success is not just about outcomes, but also about the richness of the creative process. Redefining success means valuing inner peace. The noise of external validation often masks the quieter, but more profound satisfaction of a calm mind and a fulfilled heart. When you prioritize inner peace, You align your life with what truly matters, creating a foundation for lasting energy and joy. Success, then, is not a destination, but a way of being, one that nourishes your spirit and sustains your vitality. Redefining success brings clarity and calm, freeing your energy to flow where it matters most. From this foundation, the next step is aligning your life with purpose, a compass that directs your energy toward what truly fulfills you. A purposeful life not only enriches your inner world, but also sustains your vitality, creating harmony between who you are and how you live. When daily actions reflect your core values, every moment becomes meaningful, and your energy fuels progress rather than feeling drained by endless distractions. Purpose is not something you find, it is something you create. It starts by understanding what drives you at your deepest level. Reflecting on your values is the first step in this process. Values are the principles that guide your decisions and shape your sense of meaning. Whether it's kindness, integrity, growth, or connection, clarifying your values helps you prioritize and focus your energy on what truly matters. Living in alignment with your values requires consistent action. It's not enough to know what you stand for. Your daily choices must reflect those principles. This alignment creates a sense of authenticity that energizes you, as there's no longer a gap between your intentions and your actions. Every decision becomes a step toward fulfilling your purpose, reinforcing a sense of accomplishment and peace. Purpose is often revealed through service to others. When your actions contribute to the well-being of those around you, your life gains depth and connection. Purpose-driven service doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as mentoring a colleague, supporting a friend, or engaging in your community. These acts of giving create ripples of positivity that enhance your sense of purpose and strengthen your relationships. A purposeful life requires letting go of what no longer serves you. This could mean releasing habits, commitments, or relationships that drain your energy or conflict with your values. By clearing these distractions, you create space for what aligns with your purpose. This process may involve difficult choices, but it also brings freedom and clarity, allowing your energy to flow toward meaningful pursuits. Time is one of your most valuable resources, and aligning it with your purpose is essential. Purposeful time management ensures that your days reflect your priorities rather than being dictated by external demands. This doesn't mean rigid scheduling, but rather intentionality, choosing activities that align with your values and letting go of those that don't. Over time, this practice transforms how you experience your days, infusing them with meaning and energy. Purpose provides a source of resilience. When challenges arise, a clear sense of purpose keeps you grounded, reminding you why your efforts matter. This perspective helps you navigate obstacles with strength and determination, knowing that they're part of a larger journey. Resilience born of purpose not only sustains your energy, but also deepens your commitment to your goals. Reflection is a powerful tool in designing a purposeful life. Taking time to evaluate your actions and choices ensures that they remain aligned with your values and goals. Reflection fosters awareness, allowing you to adjust course when needed and celebrate progress when achieved. This ongoing practice keeps your purpose clear and your energy focused. Creativity thrives in a purposeful life. When your actions align with your values, you tap into a wellspring of inspiration and innovation. Purpose-driven creativity isn't limited to traditional arts. It's about finding imaginative solutions, exploring new possibilities, and bringing your unique perspective to every aspect of life. This creativity fuels your vitality, keeping your mind and spirit engaged. Purpose is deeply connected to joy. Living purposefully doesn't mean a life free of challenges, but rather a life where even difficulties contribute to a greater sense of meaning. Purpose gives you a reason to wake up each day with enthusiasm, knowing that your efforts are part of something significant. This joy sustains your energy, creating a cycle of fulfillment that propels you forward. A purposeful life requires flexibility. As your circumstances change, your purpose may evolve. Remaining open to this evolution ensures that your actions continue to align with who you are becoming. Flexibility prevents stagnation and keeps your energy dynamic, allowing you to adapt without losing sight of your values. Collaboration enhances a purposeful life. Sharing your goals and values with others creates opportunities for mutual growth and support. Whether through teamwork, partnerships, or community involvement, collaboration expands your impact and deepens your connections. This shared purpose amplifies your energy, creating a sense of collective vitality. Gratitude reinforces purpose by grounding you in what you've already achieved and what you have to give. When you appreciate your progress and the opportunities before you, your purpose becomes clearer and more compelling. Gratitude also shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's possible, energizing you to take the next step. Purpose simplifies decision-making. When you know what you're working toward, choices become clearer and distractions lose their power. Purpose acts as a filter, guiding you toward actions that align with your goals and away from those that don't. This clarity conserves your energy, preventing it from being wasted on unimportant tasks. Mindfulness deepens your connection to purpose. By being fully present in your actions, you ensure that they reflect your values and intentions. Mindfulness enhances the quality of your efforts, making each step more impactful. This presence also allows you to appreciate the journey, finding fulfillment in the process rather than waiting for the destination. Forgiveness plays a role in a purposeful life. Holding on to resentment or regret drains energy and creates emotional blocks. By forgiving yourself and others, you free your mind to focus on what matters. Forgiveness doesn't excuse harm, but releases its hold on you, allowing you to move forward with clarity and strength. Purpose connects you to something greater than yourself. Whether it's a commitment to a cause, a devotion to loved ones, or a pursuit of personal growth, purpose transcends individual concerns. This connection provides perspective, reminding you that your actions contribute to a larger tapestry of life. This broader view enriches your sense of meaning and sustains your energy. Celebrating milestones, no matter how small, reinforces your purpose. Recognizing your achievements creates momentum, motivating you to continue your journey. These celebrations also provide an opportunity to reflect on how far you've come, deepening your appreciation for the path you're on. Gratitude for these moments strengthens your connection to your purpose. Purposeful living inspires others. When your actions align with your values, you become a source of encouragement and motivation for those around you. This influence creates a ripple effect, spreading energy and positivity. Sharing your journey not only amplifies your own purpose, but also contributes to the growth and fulfillment of others. A purposeful life is one of continuous learning. Every experience, whether success or failure, becomes an opportunity to grow and refine your understanding of what matters. This learning keeps your purpose dynamic, ensuring that it evolves alongside you. Embracing this process sustains your energy, as each lesson deepens your commitment to living authentically. Designing a purposeful life is not a single act, but an ongoing practice. Each day offers a chance to align your actions with your values, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to embrace what brings meaning and vitality. Through this alignment, you create a life that is not only fulfilling, but also energized. A life where purpose becomes the foundation of your strength and joy. The journey of designing a purposeful life lays the groundwork for clarity and fulfillment, but even with a clear path, the greatest challenge often lies within, the untamed mind. Thoughts, when left unchecked, can disrupt your energy, scatter your focus, and pull you away from the present moment. Learning to stop your thoughts from controlling you is not about silencing the mind, but about mastering it. Buddhist teachings offer profound yet practical ways to achieve this mastery, enabling you to take charge of your mental landscape and find peace in the process. The mind, by its nature, is restless. Thoughts arise continuously, often without your conscious consent, pulling you into cycles of worry, regret, or distraction. The first step to gaining control over your thoughts is awareness. Recognize that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. This subtle but powerful distinction creates space between you and the mental chatter, giving you the ability to choose how to respond. Breath is a gateway to presence. When the mind feels chaotic, focusing on the breath grounds you in the here and now. Breathing deeply and intentionally interrupts runaway thoughts, calming both the mind and body. The rhythm of the breath serves as an anchor, pulling your attention away from intrusive thoughts and back to the present moment. This practice doesn't eliminate thoughts, but shifts your relationship with them. Meditation is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice for mastering the mind. Through meditation, you develop the skill of observing thoughts without attachment. As thoughts arise, instead of engaging with them, acknowledge their presence and let them pass like clouds in the sky. This detachment reduces their power over you, fostering a sense of calm and clarity. Regular meditation strengthens this ability, making it easier to manage thoughts in daily life. Mindfulness transforms how you experience thoughts. Instead of being carried away by them, mindfulness teaches you to notice their origin, nature, and impact. A thought rooted in fear, for example, feels different from one born of curiosity. By observing these qualities without judgment, you gain insight into your mental patterns, enabling you to respond with wisdom rather than reaction. Reframing negative thoughts is a powerful tool. When a discouraging thought arises, challenge its validity. Ask yourself if it reflects reality or is simply a product of worry or habit. Replace it with a constructive perspective, focusing on possibilities rather than limitations. This shift rewires your mind over time, making positive thinking more natural and automatic. Journaling offers a structured way to process and release thoughts. Writing down what occupies your mind brings clarity and perspective, turning abstract worries into concrete words. Once on paper, these thoughts often lose their intensity, allowing you to address them rationally or let them go. Journaling also serves as a record of your growth, highlighting patterns and progress. Letting go of perfectionism frees the mind from unnecessary burdens. Thoughts of self-doubt or fear of failure often stem from unrealistic standards. Embrace the idea that growth comes through imperfection, and that mistakes are valuable lessons. This mindset reduces the mental strain of trying to control every outcome, creating space for creativity and resilience. Acceptance is a key Buddhist teaching for managing thoughts. Resisting or suppressing unwanted thoughts often gives them more power. Instead, accept their presence with compassion and curiosity. Recognize that thoughts are fleeting. They arise and pass away like waves in the ocean. This acceptance dissolves their hold, allowing you to refocus your energy. Practicing gratitude redirects your mind toward abundance and positivity. When negative or anxious thoughts dominate, pause and list things you are grateful for. This simple act shifts your perspective, reducing the intensity of troubling thoughts and reminding you of the good in your life. Gratitude not only quiets the mind, but also nurtures a sense of peace and contentment. Physical movement can also help release mental tension. Activities like walking, yoga, or even simple stretching reconnect you with your body, drawing attention away from overthinking. Movement creates a rhythm that soothes the mind, making it easier to process or let go of persistent thoughts. When paired with mindfulness, physical activity becomes a meditative practice. Self-compassion softens the impact of harsh or critical thoughts. Instead of berating yourself for perceived shortcomings, treat yourself with the kindness you would offer a friend. Acknowledge your efforts and remind yourself that growth is a journey. This compassionate approach quiets the inner critic and fosters a supportive mental environment. Limiting external noise helps you regain control over your thoughts. Social media, news, and constant notifications flood the mind with information, making it harder to focus. Create moments of intentional silence, disconnecting from external inputs to reconnect with your inner self. These quiet moments allow your mind to settle and your thoughts to organize naturally. Visualization is another tool for mastering thoughts. When negative or overwhelming thoughts arise, replace them with mental images that evoke calm, strength, or joy. Picture a peaceful place, a loved one's smile, or a moment of triumph. These positive images engage your mind in a constructive way, breaking the cycle of negative thinking. Compassion toward others transforms how you perceive and react to thoughts. When judgmental or resentful thoughts arise, shift your focus to understanding and kindness. Recognize that everyone carries their struggles, including you. This shift not only calms your mind, but also deepens your connections with others, reducing the isolation that negative thoughts often create. Regular reflection helps you monitor your progress in mastering your thoughts. At the end of each day, review your mental patterns. Notice what triggered stress or calm, and identify moments when you successfully manage your thoughts. This practice fosters self-awareness and reinforces your ability to choose how you engage with your mind. Through these practices, you gradually reclaim control over your thoughts. Instead of being a passive recipient of mental chatter, you become an active participant in shaping your inner world. This mastery doesn't mean eliminating all thoughts, but transforming your relationship with them. With patience and practice, you build a mind that supports your well-being, fosters clarity, and empowers you to live fully and authentically. Mastering the art of controlling your thoughts brings a profound sense of peace, but this journey is often deepened through solitude. The ability to be alone without feeling lonely is a transformative experience that fosters self-awareness, inner strength, and clarity. Being alone, when embraced with wisdom and intention, is not a void to be feared, but a space to be cherished, a sanctuary where you can reconnect with your essence and uncover untapped energy. Buddhism teaches that solitude is not an escape from life, but an opportunity to live fully, unburdened by external distractions or dependencies. Solitude begins with a shift in perspective. Many equate being alone with isolation or emptiness, but solitude is a choice, not a punishment. It's a deliberate act of stepping away from the noise to find stillness and clarity. When you embrace solitude, you allow yourself the time and space to reflect deeply, understand your emotions, and connect with your inner self without interruption. This connection nurtures your mind and spirit, creating a reservoir of strength and vitality. In solitude, you discover the power of self-reliance. Without relying on others for validation or distraction, you learn to find fulfillment within. This self-sufficiency fosters confidence and resilience, teaching you that your well-sakatang is certainly not dependent on external circumstances. You begin to recognize that true contentment arises from within, not from fleeting external factors. Solitude also offers the gift of clarity. Away from the demands and expectations of others, your thoughts and intentions become clearer. This mental clarity helps you identify your true desires and values, ensuring that your actions align with your authentic self. Clarity gained in solitude often leads to better decision-making and a greater sense of purpose. Being alone cultivates mindfulness. With fewer distractions, you can fully immerse yourself in the present moment. This heightened awareness allows you to experience life more deeply, noticing details and sensations that often go unnoticed in the rush of daily interactions. Solitude becomes a practice in presence, teaching you to appreciate the richness of now. Solitude strengthens emotional independence. Without the constant influence of others, you learn to process your emotions on your terms. This independence doesn't mean shutting people out, but rather understanding and managing your feelings without relying on external validation. Emotional independence fosters healthier relationships as you approach them from a place of strength and wholeness. Creativity flourishes in solitude. Free from distractions, your mind has the space to explore ideas and possibilities. Many great works of art, literature, and innovation were born in moments of solitude. This creative energy not only enhances your self-expression, but also enriches your life, providing an outlet for your thoughts and feelings. Solitude teaches you to be comfortable with silence. In a world filled with constant noise, silence can feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. Yet, in silence, you find a profound stillness that calms the mind and nurtures the soul. This stillness allows you to hear your inner voice and reconnect with the deeper currents of your being. In Buddhist teachings, solitude is seen as a path to self-discovery and enlightenment. The practice of retreating into quiet spaces, whether physically or mentally, creates an environment where insights can arise. Solitude is not about isolation, but about creating a space where you can grow, reflect, and deepen your understanding of yourself and the world. Through solitude, you learn the art of self-compassion. Spending time alone allows you to confront your inner dialogue, replacing self-criticism with kindness and understanding. This practice nurtures your mental and emotional well-being, creating a supportive inner environment that sustains you through challenges. Solitude also enhances your ability to connect with others. Paradoxically, by spending time alone, you deepen your appreciation for meaningful relationships. When you are comfortable with your own company, you approach connections with sons from a place of wholeness rather than need. This shift fosters deeper, more authentic interactions. Physical spaces of solitude, whether a quiet corner of your home, a park, or a meditation retreat, play a vital role in nurturing your inner world. Creating and protecting these spaces is an act of self-care, ensuring that you have a sanctuary to return to when the demands of life become overwhelming. These spaces become a source of renewal and inspiration. Solitude allows for intentional rest. Without the demands of social obligations or external distractions, you can focus on restorative practices that nourish your body and mind. Whether through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness, these moments of rest recharge your energy and enhance your overall well-being. Gratitude deepens in solitude. When you step away from the noise and busyness, you gain perspective on the blessings in your life. Solitude fosters a sense of appreciation for the simple things: a breath of fresh air, a quiet moment, a warm cup of tea. This gratitude brings peace and joy, enriching your experience of life. Solitude is also a teacher of balance. It reminds you that being alone and being with others are complementary, not opposing states. Both have value, and both are necessary for a fulfilling life. Solitude teaches you when to step back and when to engage, ensuring that you maintain harmony in your relationships and your inner world. Through solitude, you develop a deeper connection to nature. Spending time alone in natural settings heightens your awareness of the interconnectedness of all life. The rhythm of nature, its stillness and its movement, mirrors the balance you seek within yourself. This connection inspires a sense of peace and belonging. Solitude provides a space for forgiveness and healing. Away from external influences, you can reflect on past experiences, release lingering pain, and find closure. This process is not about forgetting, but about making peace with what has been, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart and renewed energy. Spiritual growth flourishes in solitude. Without the distractions of daily life, you can explore your beliefs, deepen your practices, and connect with the transcendent. Whether through meditation, prayer, or reflection, these moments of spiritual solitude nurture your soul and provide guidance on your path. Living fully while being alone is not about avoiding connection, but about cultivating a relationship with yourself. It's about discovering that your own company can be fulfilling and enriching. This self-discovery enhances every aspect of your life, creating a foundation of strength, peace, and clarity that supports you in all your endeavors. Solitude is not a void, but a space filled with possibility. In its quiet embrace, you find the freedom to explore, create, heal, and grow. It is a gift that, when embraced with mindfulness and wisdom, transforms your relationship with yourself and the world. Through the power of being alone, you live more fully, more authentically, and with a deeper sense of purpose and joy. The stillness of solitude fosters a profound connection with oneself, creating clarity and inner strength. From this foundation, the ability to act with serenity becomes not only possible, but natural. Serenity is not the absence of action, but the presence of deliberate, composed responses to life's complexities. It is a hallmark of inner mastery, cultivated through practices rooted in Buddhist wisdom. Acting with serenity does not mean avoiding challenges, but meeting them with calm resolve and unwavering focus. Serenity begins with understanding that reactions are often automatic, driven by habits or emotions. These reactions can cloud judgment and escalate conflicts. To act with serenity, one must first recognize the space between stimulus and response. In this space lies the freedom to choose how to proceed. By observing your initial reaction without acting on it, you create room for thoughtful, measured action. This awareness transforms impulsivity into intentionality. A serene mind is anchored in mindfulness. When fully present, you respond to situations as they are, not as you fear or wish them to be. Mindfulness grounds you in reality, allowing you to assess circumstances without the distortions of anxiety or bias. Acting with serenity means approaching each moment with clarity, unhindered by assumptions or preconceptions. Equanimity is a cornerstone of serenity. It is the ability to remain composed in the face of both praise and criticism, success and failure. Equanimity prevents external circumstances from dictating your inner state, enabling you to act with steadiness regardless of the situation. This balance comes from understanding that life's highs and lows are transient, like waves on the ocean. Serenity arises when you navigate these waves with grace, without being overwhelmed by their ebb and flow. Patience is a vital aspect of acting with serenity. Many situations provoke urgency or frustration, tempting you to react hastily. Patience allows you to pause, observe, and act only when the time is right. This deliberate approach not only preserves your energy, but also enhances the quality of your decisions. Patience transforms challenges into opportunities for growth as you learn to endure discomfort without losing your composure. Compassion is another powerful element of serenity. When your actions are guided by empathy and kindness, they carry a sense of peace that transcends conflict. Compassion shifts your focus from self-interest to mutual understanding, fostering harmonious interactions. Acting with serenity means considering the well-being of others without compromising your own values, creating outcomes that benefit all involved. Serenity is deeply connected to detachment. This does not mean indifference, but rather the ability to let go of attachment to specific outcomes. Clinging to a desired result often leads to frustration or disappointment when things don't go as planned. By focusing on the effort rather than the result, you act with integrity and clarity, free from the weight of expectations. Detachment allows you to adapt gracefully to changing circumstances, maintaining serenity even in uncertainty. Breathing is a simple yet profound tool for cultivating serenity. In moments of tension, pausing to take deep, intentional breaths calms the nervous system and centers the mind. This practice creates a pause where you can gather your thoughts and choose your response. Breathing connects you to the present moment, anchoring your actions in awareness rather than reactivity. Gratitude also nurtures serenity. When you appreciate what is, rather than lamenting what isn't, your perspective shifts from lack to abundance. Gratitude fosters a sense of peace that underpins your actions, allowing you to engage with life from a place of contentment rather than striving. This mindset reduces internal conflict, making serenity a natural state of being. Serenity is reinforced by self-discipline. Acting with calm requires the ability to resist impulsive urges and prioritize long-term well-being over immediate gratification. Discipline cultivates consistency and focus, enabling you to approach challenges with confidence and steadiness. This self-mastery is not restrictive, but liberating, as it aligns your actions with your highest intentions. Listening deeply enhances serenity in relationships. Instead of reacting to what others say, listen with the intent to understand rather than to respond. This practice diffuses tension and fosters mutual respect, creating an environment where constructive dialogue can flourish. Deep listening transforms potential conflicts into opportunities for connection and resolution. Simplifying your life also contributes to serenity. Overcommitting or surrounding yourself with unnecessary distractions creates stress and hampers your ability to act with clarity. By focusing on what truly matters, you free yourself from unnecessary burdens, allowing your actions to be intentional and serene. Simplicity brings a sense of order and calm that supports thoughtful decision-making. Forgiveness plays a significant role in acting with serenity. Holding on to resentment or anger clouds judgment and drains energy. Forgiveness releases these burdens, creating space for peace and constructive action. This does not mean condoning harm, but recognizing that carrying pain only perpetuates suffering. Serenity thrives when you let go of past grievances and focus on the present. Serenity requires embracing impermanence. Life's challenges and joys are fleeting, and clinging to either disrupts your balance. By accepting the transient nature of experiences, you cultivate a perspective that allows you to act with equanimity. This understanding reduces fear and attachment, creating a foundation for calm, deliberate action. The environment you create also influences your ability to act with serenity. Surrounding yourself with supportive people, calming spaces, and positive influences reinforces your inner peace. Conversely, minimizing exposure to negativity or chaos protects your serenity, allowing you to approach life's demands with a clear mind. Regular reflection strengthens your practice of acting with serenity. At the end of each day, reviewing your actions and responses provides insight into what worked and what could improve. Reflection fosters self-awareness and growth, ensuring that each experience contributes to your ability to act with calm and intention. Acting with serenity is not about avoiding conflict, but addressing it wisely. When faced with disagreement, approach it with openness and respect. Seek to understand the other person's perspective and respond with clarity and kindness. This approach not only resolves conflicts, but also deepens your relationships, reinforcing a sense of mutual respect and harmony. Serenity is also a practice of trust, trusting yourself, others, and the unfolding of life. This trust does not mean passivity, but an active faith in your ability to navigate challenges. Trust reduces anxiety and fosters a sense of calm that underlies your actions. With trust, you can engage with life's uncertainties without fear or resistance. The power of acting with serenity lies in its transformative potential. It turns challenges into opportunities for growth, conflicts into chances for connection, and uncertainty into a space for possibility. Serenity is not just a state of being, but a way of engaging with life that brings clarity, balance, and peace. Through the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, you cultivate this ability, creating a life where calm and deliberate action lead to meaningful and fulfilling outcomes. Serenity in action allows life to flow with grace, turning challenges into opportunities for wisdom. Yet, maintaining calm and positivity in daily life requires a consistent practice of balance, perspective, and inner strength. Life's unpredictability often tests this resolve, but through Zen teachings, the art of staying calm and positive becomes a natural extension of your state of being. It is a practice rooted in simplicity, presence, and the choice to see each moment as an opportunity for growth and peace. Calmness begins with cultivating inner stillness, a space where the noise of the world no longer dominates your mind. This stillness is not the absence of thought, but the quiet observation of it. When external chaos arises, the practice of returning to this inner stillness keeps you grounded. In Zen, the emphasis is on the present moment, where clarity and calm naturally reside. By focusing entirely on the here and now, distractions from worry or regret fade, allowing you to engage with life as it is. Positivity is not a denial of difficulties, but a commitment to approach them with openness and resilience. Zen teachings encourage acceptance, meeting each situation with neither resistance nor attachment. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up, but recognizing that peace comes from working with circumstances rather than against them. This shift in perspective transforms even the most challenging situations into opportunities to grow and deepen your understanding. The breath is a powerful tool for maintaining calm. In moments of stress, slowing down your breathing shifts your focus inward and restores balance to your body and mind. A calm breath signals your nervous system to relax, fostering clarity in decision-making and emotional responses. Through intentional breathing, you cultivate a sense of control and tranquility, no matter the external situation. Simplicity nurtures both calm and positivity. A cluttered environment or overburdened schedule creates tension, while simplifying your surroundings and commitments invites peace. Zen's principle of minimalism teaches that letting go of excess, whether physical possessions or mental distractions, leaves space for what truly matters. Simplicity amplifies joy as you find contentment in the richness of less. Gratitude enhances positivity by shifting your focus from lack to abundance. Taking time to acknowledge even small blessings anchors you in the present and opens your heart to the beauty of life. Gratitude doesn't eliminate challenges, but reframes them, helping you see lessons and opportunities within adversity. This perspective builds resilience and fosters a calm, optimistic outlook. Mindful observation is a practice that brings calm to turbulent moments. When emotions surge or situations become overwhelming, stepping back to observe rather than react offers clarity. Mindful observation allows you to see the broader context, reducing the intensity of immediate reactions. This pause creates space for thoughtful responses, turning potential conflicts into peaceful interactions. Compassion, both for yourself and others, strengthens positivity. Treating yourself with kindness during difficult times prevents harsh self-criticism from overshadowing your growth. Extending compassion to others creates connections that uplift and support. Zen emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings, reminding you that acts of kindness ripple outward, creating a more harmonious world. Letting go of control fosters calm. Much of life's stress comes from trying to manage outcomes that are beyond your influence. Zen teaches that surrendering attachment to results doesn't mean apathy, but trust. Trust in your efforts, your path, and the natural flow of life. This surrender releases the tension of striving, allowing you to engage with life fully and freely. Presence transforms mundane moments into sources of joy and peace. Whether washing dishes, walking, or sharing a conversation, being fully present enriches the experience. Zen highlights the extraordinary within the ordinary, teaching that beauty and fulfillment are found not in grand events, but in the simplicity of everyday life. Presence dissolves distractions, making space for calm and gratitude. Perspective is a cornerstone of positivity. Challenges often appear insurmountable when viewed narrowly. By stepping back and broadening your perspective, you see difficulties as temporary and part of a larger journey. Zen wisdom reminds you that life's cycles of joy and struggle are interconnected, and within every challenge lies the seed of renewal and growth. Balance is essential for maintaining calm and positivity. Overextending yourself depletes energy, while avoiding effort entirely leads to stagnation. Zen emphasizes the middle path, a balance between activity and rest, striving and surrender. This equilibrium ensures that your actions are sustainable and aligned with your well-being, fostering peace and fulfillment. Joy in simplicity fosters positivity. Engaging in activities that bring genuine happiness, whether gardening, reading, or spending time in nature, reconnects you with your inner self. Zen encourages finding joy in small, meaningful moments rather than seeking constant stimulation. This practice nourishes the soul and reminds you that happiness often lies in life's simplest pleasures. Reflection strengthens your ability to stay calm and positive. Taking time to review your day with honesty and compassion provides insight into your thoughts and actions. Reflection helps you identify patterns, celebrate progress, and make adjustments for tomorrow. This practice creates a sense of continuity and growth, reinforcing your capacity to approach life with calm and optimism. Embracing impermanence is key to staying calm. Zen teaches that all things, both joys and sorrows, are temporary. Understanding this truth reduces the fear of loss and the attachment to fleeting moments. Embracing impermanence allows you to experience life fully, appreciating its beauty without clinging or resisting change. Connection with nature restores balance and tranquility. Time spent outdoors, whether walking in a forest, sitting by water, or observing the sky, recalibrates your perspective and soothes the mind. Nature's rhythms remind you of life's continuity and resilience, offering comfort and inspiration in challenging times. Humor lightens the heart and nurtures positivity. Zen often uses paradoxes or playful stories to illustrate profound truths, highlighting the importance of not taking life too seriously. Finding humor in life's quirks and challenges fosters resilience and joy, helping you approach even difficult situations with a lighter spirit. Calm and positivity grow through daily practice. Like any skill, they require consistent effort and mindfulness. Small acts, repeated regularly, such as meditating, expressing gratitude, or pausing before reacting, create lasting habits that support your well-being. Each practice strengthens your ability to navigate life's complexities with grace and ease. The art of staying calm and positive is a journey, not a destination. It's a way of engaging with life that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth, connections into sources of joy, and moments into memories of peace. Through Zen teachings, you cultivate this art, creating a life that flows with harmony, resilience, and an enduring sense of wonder. The practice of staying calm and positive equips you with tools to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Yet there is a deeper wisdom that shields you from being overwhelmed by external circumstances. A wisdom rooted in timeless Buddhist teachings. These teachings offer guidance not to avoid challenges, but to rise above them, transforming your experience of life into one of unshakable peace and clarity. Through Zen stories, these lessons come alive, revealing practical insights to help you master life's unpredictability and ensure that nothing can disturb your inner equilibrium. The first teaching is detachment from external validation. In a world that often seeks approval from others, this practice is a liberation. Detachment does not mean apathy, but understanding that your worth is intrinsic and not tied to the opinions or judgments of others. When you cease to rely on external praise or fear criticism, you reclaim your power. This freedom creates a stable foundation where peace thrives, unaffected by the fluctuations of external validation. Another profound teaching is the impermanence of all things. Understanding that everything in life is transient helps you navigate loss and joy alike. When success comes, enjoy it without clinging. When challenges arise, face them without despair. This perspective allows you to flow with life's changes rather than resisting them. By embracing impermanence, you release unnecessary tension, creating space for acceptance and calm. Equanimity is a cornerstone of Buddhist wisdom. It is the practice of maintaining balance in the face of life's highs and lows. Equanimity teaches you to remain steady, whether in moments of triumph or adversity. This steadiness arises from understanding that external events do not define your inner state. With equanimity, you approach every situation with clarity and composure, ensuring that nothing can unsettle you deeply. Mindful awareness is another essential teaching. By cultivating mindfulness, you remain present, observing your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings without judgment. This awareness prevents you from being swept away by reactive patterns, enabling you to respond thoughtfully to life's challenges. Mindfulness transforms even mundane moments into opportunities for insight and growth, reinforcing your ability to remain unaffected by external turbulence. Compassion, both for yourself and others, acts as a shield against negativity. When faced with criticism or conflict, approaching the situation with empathy diffuses tension and fosters understanding. Compassion shifts your perspective from defensiveness to connection, reducing the emotional weight of disagreements. By practicing compassion, you cultivate a sense of peace that is resilient in the face of external provocations. The teaching of non-attachment emphasizes letting go of the need to control outcomes. Clinging to specific results often leads to frustration and disappointment when things don't go as planned. Non-attachment encourages you to focus on your efforts rather than the results, trusting that the process will unfold as it should. This surrender brings a profound sense of freedom, allowing you to engage fully without being tethered to expectations. Zen emphasizes the importance of seeing beyond illusions. Much of what disturbs your peace stems from misperceptions or assumptions about reality. By questioning these perceptions and seeking clarity, you free yourself from unnecessary worry. This practice helps you approach life with curiosity and openness, ensuring that your reactions are based on truth rather than fear or misunderstanding. Simplicity is another transformative teaching. Life's complications often arise from overindulgence in material or mental clutter. By simplifying your environment, priorities, and thoughts, you create a sense of clarity and peace. Simplicity is not about deprivation, but about focusing on what truly matters, allowing you to move through life with ease and contentment. The concept of accepting dualities is central to Buddhist teachings. Joy and sorrow, light and shadow, gain and loss, all are part of life's natural rhythm. Resisting one while clinging to the other creates imbalance and suffering. Acceptance of dualities allows you to experience life fully without being overwhelmed by its contrasts. This perspective fosters resilience and a sense of harmony, ensuring that neither extreme can disturb your inner peace. Gratitude anchors you in the present moment, redirecting your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. When challenges arise, gratitude helps you find silver linings and lessons, transforming difficulties into opportunities for growth. This practice nurtures a mindset of positivity and resilience, ensuring that external circumstances cannot shake your sense of fulfillment. Zen stories illustrate these teachings with simplicity and depth. One such story speaks of a farmer whose horse runs away. When his neighbors express pity, he simply replies, "Maybe." The horse returns with a herd of wild horses, and the neighbors congratulate him, to which he again says, "Maybe." His son later breaks his leg taming the horses, and the neighbors offer condolences. Again, the farmer responds, "Maybe." When soldiers come to conscript young men, the son is spared because of his injury. This story reveals the futility of labeling events as good or bad, showing that serenity lies in accepting life's unfolding without judgment. The practice of stillness is woven into Zen teachings. Stillness is not just physical but mental, an ability to pause and observe without rushing to action or reaction. In stillness, you find clarity, allowing wisdom to guide your responses rather than impulsive emotions. This practice strengthens your ability to remain calm and centered, even in the face of chaos. Self-awareness, cultivated through reflection, ensures that external influences cannot disturb your inner peace. By regularly examining your thoughts, actions, and motivations, you deepen your understanding of yourself. This awareness acts as a compass, guiding you toward choices that align with your values and ensuring that you remain grounded in the midst of life's demands. The Buddhist practice of meditative inquiry encourages questioning deeply held beliefs and assumptions. This inquiry helps dissolve rigid thinking patterns, opening the mind to new perspectives. By challenging what you think you know, you free yourself from mental constructs that limit your peace. This practice fosters adaptability and openness, key ingredients for resilience. The teaching of being present emphasizes that peace is found not in the past or future, but in the now. Worrying about what has been or what might be only distracts from the beauty and potential of the present moment. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you cultivate a sense of completeness that no external circumstance can diminish. Through these teachings, you build an unshakable foundation of peace and clarity. They are not abstract philosophies, but practical tools that transform how you engage with life. Each lesson reinforces your ability to navigate challenges with wisdom and calm, ensuring that nothing can disturb the harmony within. The power of these teachings lies in their simplicity, guiding you toward a life of resilience, contentment, and enduring peace. Reprogramming your mind to have inexhaustible energy is not about chasing perfection or endless productivity. It's about cultivating a life where inner calm, clarity, and purpose flow naturally. Through the profound lessons of Buddhist wisdom, you've explored how to master your subconscious mind, harness the power of neuroplasticity, and balance rest with action. You've uncovered how mindfulness, gratitude, and compassionate living can unlock reservoirs of vitality that not only sustain you, but elevate your experience of life. This journey is transformative because it teaches that energy is not something to seek, but something to nurture from within. By embracing simplicity, aligning with your values, and letting go of what drains you, you create a mind that is a wellspring of strength and resilience. Each practice builds upon the last, weaving together a way of living that empowers you to face challenges with serenity and embrace each moment with joy. Now it's your turn. Share in the comments below which of these teachings resonates most with you or has already begun to shape your mindset. Let's inspire and learn from one another on this path to inner vitality. And if you found value in these insights, hit subscribe and join this growing community of seekers transforming their lives through wisdom and action. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss another step on your journey to boundless energy and peace. Here's to living fully with strength and serenity.